Are we okay? Are we good? I feel like I'm in, like, the bunker right now. Like, okay, come on. Alright? Alright, good. You've unlocked Paranoid Tekking. He sits inside all day with an aluminum foil hat on, but I ran out of aluminum foil. Alright, so yes, this will be take 2 of the 400,000 subscribers scream. Okay, 400 subscribers, I'll scream now. Okay, so, yeah, last time we tried this, the internet died, and then we tried it again, and then the internet died, and then we tried that again. The internet died like 8 or 9 times, so I saved part of it to the vlog channel, what part I could manage anyway. There's everyone screaming, "Ah!" There was a video I watched once, it's if the entire human population got together, which sounds like it would take up a lot of, like, surface area, but actually, you could cram all 7 billion humans in a space about the size of Manhattan Island if everybody was, like, standing shoulder to shoulder. If you cram all the humans together in, like, the smallest point possible, and every single human were to, like, jump at the exact same time, 7 billion of us, like, woo! And when we hit the ground, it would generate so much, like, noise and energy that we would all die. It would just be like, oh, it would just stop our hearts immediately if we all attempted that. So, you know, everybody screams. I don't know what would happen if we all screamed at once, though. Man, can you believe that? Like, that would be one crazy party. You know, it was like, hey guys, we need, like, there's a giant meteor heading for Nebraska. And if it hits, it'll destroy the entire planet. And then some idiot stands up and he's like, I have an idea! Let's all get together and push the meteor somewhere else! And all 7 billion humans arrive at Nebraska. Nebraska's pretty damn empty, don't worry, they'll fit. And then they're just like, okay, here comes the meteor. I'm like, alright everybody, get ready to push! Why Nebraska? Because it's the last place you expect, you know? Turns out the fate of the entire planet hinged on fucking Nebraska, the prairie state or whatever. I don't know what's Nebraska known for. So in case you guys don't know, I mean, like, maybe you do if you live in America. Even if you do live in America, you probably maybe don't even care. Each state has its little tagline. It's like, I don't exactly, not epithet, but it has, like, its you know, it's tagline, you know, like you see on a product, you know, try Pringles, they stack, you know, come to Pennsylvania, we're the Keystone State, you know? Every state has their little thing that they're known for. Nebraska. Nebraska. Let's see, Nebraska. Nebraska is, if the internet on my, oh, that's the double-edged sword, the internet works here. Cannot connect to the internet. I'm on freaking LTE. What does that doesn't even make it? There we go. Nebraskan corn. A picture of Tom Hanks showed up for some reason. I guess I was looking at him last. Alabasta. We be the Buckeye State. How long till the stream crashes? I don't know. Hopefully at least give me 45 minutes. At least give me 45 minutes. Until then. Article cannot be complete. What do you mean? I'm on LTE. I have like 4Gs up in this bitch right now. Wikipedia, Wikipedia, I think you're just trying to keep me away from figuring out the secret of Nebraska. And it's like, holy crap, he's on to us. He's on to us. All right, I'll try it on here. It turns out the secret of everything was Nebraska the entire time. Wyoming's pretty big, too. Yeah, Wyoming is, the largest state that, no, it's the smallest state by population size compared to, like, the size of the state itself, because Rhode Island is fucking tiny, but yet more people live in Rhode Island than live in the entire state of Wyoming. Wyoming is, like, desolate. So, if you want to be just alone, go to Wyoming. Ohio, we exist. I don't know what Ohio is. Oh, you know, Ohio's, oh, I don't, I think the way this joke goes, it's an old Looney Tunes joke my dad used to tell all the time to give you a sense of kind of humor my dad would tell. And it's like, you know why it's called Ohio? Because it's high in the middle and round on both ends. Ohio! Yeah, it's pretty bad. I didn't get that joke for so long. I didn't get it for a while. I'm like, okay, what? And then I realized, like, oh, high is in, it's spelled O-H-I-O. And then high is in the middle, and then there's two O's on both ends, so Ohio. I wasn't the brightest knife in the crayon box growing up. The other one was, how do you make antifreeze? Hide her nightgown. Do you get it? How do you make your antifreeze? You hide her nightgown. There you go. All right, there we go. Nebraska. What is Nebraska? Yeah, it's the Cornhusker state. So if you ever want to be a Cornhusker, go to Nebraska. Live out your dreams, me hearties. I'm talking like a pirate now. If you ever wanted to sail the great grass sea, head to Nebraska, ye. Send pictures when you're done. Be careful, don't burn yourself. That sounds exciting. That's actually my mother. I built a fire pit today. It's not completely done yet, but it's pretty much done. I had to dig a hole today, and I do say so myself, it's a pretty sexy hole. Hold on a second. Let me get you a picture of this hole. I'm not a holeologist here, all right? I don't study holes for a living. But I will say, this is a pretty decent hole. All right? Fire pit! I mean, like, I'm not saying it's the best hole, but I've been to my fair share of places, and I've seen a fair share of holes in my day, and this isn't the worst. Picks a Tekking's hole. Damn straight. This 400k stream, this is already going into places I never thought. Man, we're only freaking 8 minutes into this, and I'm already showing you pics of my hole. Oh, man. What has my life become? Oh my god, I have no dignity. Oh, no. I started off this YouTube channel as such a wholesome thing, and now I'm showing 400,000 people my hole online. Oh my grandmother's looking at me with so much shame right now. You gonna save this one? Yeah, I'm gonna save this one, provided, well, no, even if it does crap out. I even saved the last one, and that one crapped out like 18 times on us, so, yeah. I didn't want to get everything set up in the background, though, because I'm like, I'm going to get it all set up, and then it'll die 2 minutes into it, and I have to haul all that shit back downstairs. So, we do have Egg Saitama, because I was up here earlier today filming a video on One Punch Man, so we have Egg Saitama, and I got Fire Emblem Awakening on Amazon, because I wanted to play it again, and the first time I played Awakening, a friend of mine from college actually lent it to me, and I had to give it back to her, but it's been like 4 years, and I'm like, man, I really love that fucking game. I'm gonna get this. So I bought it, so I have this. So we got lovely Lucena and Chrome there. Chrome. Yeah, Chrome is a character from Dr. Stone. And we got Egg Saitama here. So, yeah, there we go. Okay. Did my whole picture come through yet? Not yet. What happened to Brownbeard? He is still alive, right? On Punk Hazard. I don't think he died. They took the children. Tashigi and Smoker took the children and left. I don't know what happened with, like, the other prisoners that were on Punk Hazard that work for Caesar! I don't know what happened with them. I think they just probably left, too. They're like, okay, screw this. We're just gonna go and forage our own destiny at this point. Crocodile is best girl. He is. He really is. He's in jail. Yeah, I mean, I guess they would have been arrested by Smoker. I guess even if Smoker was like, all right, you guys help me out, but, you know. Probably better than working for Caesar, to be honest with you. That guy was kind of a douchebag. Did I send it? Unsent in your outbox. Well, send it. Uploading. Oh my god. Hold on, let me try connecting to the Wi-Fi. See if the Wi-Fi helps, because I'm using LTE, but for some reason that's slower than normal. I don't know. Do you know? I don't know. Anyway, Fire Pit. I'll wait till my picture comes through, and then I'll talk about it a little bit. You've died like a D. $50 from an unknown Akazi. Akazi? I don't know what an original... I don't even know what a regular Akazi is. Sir Roth, make sure to grab that missing no as for you teching. I don't know if you can catch missing no in Gen 2. I've never heard of this happening, but they might have actually slipped something in that's kind of negative zone for a second, like... frozen for existence. But thank you, Akazi. Good luck finding, and good job on finding the One Piece. Seems Sama will be pleased. Yeah, it was actually really easy to find the One Piece. No, that wasn't... It was a lag, but not the same kind of lag. You know, I didn't drop any frames. I think that was more of an issue of XSplit, because XSplit will do that too. Weird things sometimes. I'll be editing like just a normal video, and all of a sudden I'll slow down or whatever. Congrats on 400k again. How do you feel about shonen series like My Hero Academia's current arc and Hunter x Hunter getting dark compared to the way it used to be? Well, I've seen a lot of manga get darker than when they started out at the beginning, you know, like even Naruto goes into some pretty dark places later on, you know. It's at the beginning, the whole point of the beginning of a manga, I mean, if you're going to set a dark tone, you're going to set it right away. You know, it's just like look at Berserk. I mean, that pretty much, that's a seinen, though. That's not a shonen, but that pretty much sets the tone. You know, yeah, this is a pretty dark and gritty world they live in, you know? Naruto and One Piece and everything. Even Bleach at the very beginning was just like a little bit more lighthearted. Like, here's Ichigo Kurosaki. He can talk to spirits and he like just hangs out with his friends. Here's Monkey D. Luffy. He's just sailing the seas looking to become king of the pirates. There's Naruto. He's just going around transforming into a busty woman that's naked and he wants to become king of the ninja wizards or whatever, you know? And then, you know, if the series sticks around for a while, you know, maybe the audience would be a little bit better better received if you start off your series like that in a much more lighthearted, adventurous note than just getting right into the darkness right away. And then it's like, it's like, I imagine a lot of mangakas, it's like when their series actually takes off, that's when they're given a little bit more free reign. Look at Black Clover. You know, everybody always makes jokes about Black Clover, like it's similar to, it's the same as Naruto crossed with Fairy Tail. No, at the very beginning of Black Clover, it is. Like, there are so many similarities between it. It's not even like, at the very, very beginning of Black Clover, it's like, yeah, it's Naruto crossed with Fairy Tail. And then after the series gets to a certain point and it's going to be regularly serialized in Shonen Jump, like it's not going to get the axe and get canceled, that's when the mangaka is maybe given a little bit, it's like, okay, now you have a little bit more free reign. I mean, you can't just completely redo the entire story, but you have a little bit more free reign about where this is going to go. And it's no longer the exact same thing as combining those two series together. But at the beginning it was. Yeah. Do you think you'll do a 1 million live stream? Well, the prerequisite for me doing a 1 million live stream is to actually hit 1 million subscribers. Oh, we got my whole image! So yeah, if we ever do get 1 million, I'll definitely do 1 million live stream. Yes, yes. Okay, you guys ready to see Tekking's hole that I made? Oh God, is it? It's so awesome. It's so sexy. If it will download. My computer's looking at me right now. My internet connection's looking at me like, Tekking, really? Really? You're managing this stream without any interruptions and you're trying to download stuff? Are you insane, you madman? Hold time, boys! Alright, I think it downloaded. Alright, hold on. Finally, the hole. The hole. Okay, here is Tekking's hole. There it is. It kind of resembles like if I was trying to perform some sort of like summoning rite or something. In fact, I should have done something a little bit more like that. But yeah. You know, look, it's not the nicest hole in the universe. I've seen nicer holes, more professionally handled holes. But, you know, it's round. It fits. It's, you know, it's not like there's a giant piece of dirt in the center of it sticking out. It's pretty round. It seems like it was dug competently. It's leveled out adequately. I'm happy for this hole, sir. Alright. Yeah. Yeah. And you know what? You know what? This right here, This is my first hole. That's right. I've dabbled in hole work before. I've dug my fair share of holes on the beach and whatnot, but this is the first actual proper hole I've dug in my own backyard. So I'm rather proud of this. Yeah. So yeah, that was that. I had to lay out the pavers, and what I did was, hold on, why'd I take away the hole? I'm not done talking about the hole yet. All right. So yeah, what I did was I dug this hole, and then I laid out the 12 pavers in the inside of the hole. Oh, actually, no, what I did first was put some paver sand in, get a nice little level base. Then I laid in all the pavers, kind of made sure they were all level and even and everything. I had to add more sand or less sand depending on it. They're all not perfectly symmetrical, but close enough. It's not like Rick and Morty with like true level, but it's close enough. So that first layer of pavers, you see, oh, I touched my microphone. I touched my tip. Holes and tips. We're making a lot of sexual innuendos tonight. But yeah, I laid them all in under the ground, so they're all under the earth. And then the second layer I put on top of that are just starting to peek out. And then I ran out of pavers. I need to have... I bought more today, but now it's like rainy and cold outside, so I'll finish this up tomorrow. I'm going to have three layers of these on top of each other. Yeah. And I got some lava rock, too. I'm actually going to... eventually, I'm going to expand this circle into a square. Oh, these squares become a circle. Oh, these squares become a circle. But no, I'm going to make it basically just into a square with edges. And then I'm going to fill those edges with lava rock, so it just makes it easier to mow the grass, because it's easier to mow the grass when it's, like, to mow around a square rather than to mow around a circle. So, yeah. So, yeah, I'm proud of this. I'm proud of this, because I was basically just looking in my backyard, and I'm like, you know what? Our backyard's pretty damn boring. I mean, take a gander at my backyard here for a second. Yeah, we're going back to the window cam. Look at that. So that blue spot there, that's where the tarp is. That's where the hole is currently. But my backyard doesn't seem all that interesting. You know what I mean? It seems kind of dull. I'm like, I could spice this up a little bit. So I'm going to add a hole. I'm going to dig a hole, and I'm going to... Wow, my webcam gets pretty fucking hot when it's turned on. That's something new. That's never happened with any other webcam. Man, that's kind of... Huh. Gets kind of heated up. Yeah, it's kind of plain as hell. Yeah. The yard of the Techberg. You have more subs than the fourth biggest city in Sweden. Okay. Is that Stockholm? The only city I know in Sweden is Stockholm. I made that joke once in one of the Bleach reviews. I can't remember which one it was, but it was like I went to go assassinate the king of Sweden, but it turned out to be a duck. I came up with weird things to do when I did Bleach. Better than my backyard. Yeah, and those that clothesline you saw doesn't even have a clothesline on it. It has like that's where actually we tie up Duchess. We just like have this really long cord we tie Duchess up to, so she can kind of just wander around the yard and take shits wherever she wants to, which is kind of really shitty because we don't know where she can poop, and so yeah. But yeah, I was thinking about also adding in a That was my first project, is the fire pit. But I was also thinking about maybe a jacuzzi at some point. That would be cool. But probably not. I don't know. Do you still work at Dollar Tree? Nah, I quit in December. What about Gothenburg? Sure, Gothenburg. I don't know about Gothenburg. Is that the fourth largest city in Sweden? I am more interested in the audio setup. Is that a blue microphone? It is. It's a blue Yeti, which just happens to be black. But it is a blue Yeti. What are you drinking? Iced tea and water, but I... Marth, no! This is really a great game. I recommend it. 10 out of 10. IGN, 10 out of 10. I like Birthright too, but I liked Awakening more. It died. Liar! Read my super chat. Didn't I already read the $10 one? I don't know, I guess I didn't. Hey, Tekking, love your channeling. Congrats on 400k, 50 million if you'd ask me. I don't want 50 million. That's way too much responsibility for me. If you ask me, but, you know, oh, okay. I know you probably already talked about this, but what do you think of season 2 of One Punch Man as an animator? I'm disappointed. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of points. I mean, I'm not somebody that watches an anime and judges it based on animation. I'm not that kind of guy. I mean, if the animation is so horrendously bad, yeah, I'll notice it and I'll be like, oh, that's kind of shitty. But I'm not sitting there critiquing it. I wish it was better, but it's like, well, we're getting it, like, you kind of like, okay, we're getting what we're getting. I mean, what else? I mean, okay, I'm not gonna watch this One Punch Man anime. I'm gonna go over here and watch this One Punch Man anime of season 2. It's like, you got one shot at this. You have One Punch Man anime season 2, and that's all you get. So it's like, all right, well, cards were kind of dealt shittily on this one, but I guess we're just gonna have to deal with it. Not like you can do much. So yeah, and for the most part, it's passable. Some people were comparing the Metal Bat fights back to back between, Metal Bat fighting Garo, and they did look pretty bad. But I didn't notice how bad they were when I was watching the episode. I'm just, I did think am I the only one that thought that the sound effects of like Garo fighting Metal Bat, those were kind of lame. The sound effects of, like, this is Metal Bat swinging his bat and like Garo attacking and like Metal Bat trying to block it, and the sound effect is like, and I'm like, and Metal Bat tries swinging at him and it's like, I'm like, that's the best sound effect you could get. Like, all right, fine. Like, I feel like the Foley guy was asleep at the wheel there. Like, you couldn't take an actual baseball bat, go out to the cement, and just hit it on the ground and record that sound. I'm like, okay, fine. Maybe it didn't work right, I guess. I love your channel and congratulations on 400k. You put a lot of work and you do what you do. Amazing. I recently got into Berserk. I was wondering what's your favorite mature anime. My favorite seinen is probably Gantz. I've read the whole thing twice. It's very, it's very, like, sci-fi awesome, and just the fight scenes and stuff. It's one of those manga that really craves to have, like, a good anime adaptation. It had one anime adaptation, and all I could say about that one is filler, filler, filler ending. And it's the worst kind of filler ending, too. It's the kind of filler ending that just makes no goddamn sense. It's just like, it's bad to have a filler ending, but that filler ending of the Gantz anime, oh, that was bad. That's one of the worst I've ever seen in my life. But the manga was good. It's probably never going to get another anime. I wish it would be, because there was, like, giant robot battles and, like, alien invasions in the last arc, and that would have been really cool to see. How many D&D books do you got? I have the core set of books, like the Monster Manual, the DMG, and the Player's Handbook, and I also have Curse of Strahd, the campaign. I don't know why I bought Curse of Strahd, because that's like, I know I'm not gonna play Curse of Strahd for many a year, but I have it, and I'll read through it. It's like, a good campaign begins with good, you have to research what you're gonna do first, and I have the book, even if it takes me, like, years until I get to it. That'd be cool. They did a Gantz movie that's on Netflix. I watched the movies, and the movies are alright, but I really want to see an anime of it. Like, there's just some things that live action can't really encapsulate, Like, live action Gantz movies aren't bad. The live action Death Note movie from Japan, the ones from Japan, aren't bad. It's just like, yeah, there's certain things, though, I just want to see it animated. I want to see it in the anime. That's what I want. Fruits Basket. I'm watching Fruits Basket Season 2. Well, it's Season 1, but it's redone because it's the remake, and I'm enjoying it. Yes, I just watched Episode 6 last night, actually. That's my Friday nights. I watch JoJo, and then I watch Fruits Basket. Don't laugh at me! Fruits Basket was awesome! I watched it back in, that was a Manga Girl recommendation. Yeah, she's the one that was back when I was a senior in high school. I watched that. Actually, spring of 2011. Yeah, it had to be spring of 2011. So, yeah, about 7 years ago. 8 years ago. God, I'm old. 8 years ago. Damn. When are you getting a girlfriend? I don't know. When the 6 moons align. I can think of at least 2 problems with that. Damn it, I keep hitting my computer tower with my baseball bat. I'm putting that over there for the time being. I accidentally slam it and just everything goes black and just, okay, no. All right. $10 from Silver AG. Thank you, Silver. Let's see. I answered that one. Are you going to do that Black Bulls discussion? Yeah, the plan for that is after the Bleach Zanpakuto discussions are over. That'll be the next one after that. Okay, I answered that one. Do you think Horikoshi could have been successful if he made a My Villain Academia seinen series? Oh, if it was a seinen? Fuck yeah. Like, he would have had to still do My Hero first as, like, to introduce the characters. But if he decides all of a sudden, like, hey, I'm just going to take the Villain Association. Like, let's say Izuku and everybody defeats the Villain Association, but they don't kill them. They just kind of defeat them. And then Tomura and, Dabi and everybody are like, okay, we're gonna leave Japan now and go somewhere else in the world. Like, screw this, we're going to, like, Europe. And they go to freaking, like, England or something. You could probably I would read a whole seinen about that. Like, the villain, the League of Villains hanging out in just London doing their villain, duties and stuff. I would read that. Yeah. Missing new. It's 7 a.m. in Australia. I can't sleep. Well, I mean, it's a good thing I'm here then. I mean, if you can't sleep, then you got something to do anyway. At least you're not just sitting there staring at your ceiling like there's nothing to do. Now you do. Read the 7 Deadly Sins. It's on Netflix, and I just got Netflix like 2 days ago, so yeah. Oh yes, we are going to get into the super chats from last time. In fact, would you choose a quirk, a devil fruit, or a stand? Probably a devil fruit. Well, no, because I do like to swim. I guess I would go quirk. Because there could be some pretty crazy, wacky quirks. There could be some pretty wacky stands, too. But, quirks would be... I would be okay with a quirk. I'd probably go quirk. Are you currently recording? Yes, I'm recording this one. Yeah, don't worry. That was another problem with the last time. Well, that wasn't my fault. That wasn't my fault. Because what happened was, I have all live streams set to record, but then XSplit updated. And in the updated version, it disabled that feature all of a sudden. So I had to go back and re-enable it. So I actually wasn't aware they did that. And he's like, I knew there was an update, but I didn't know, okay, such a weird thing. All right, it's a new update. Therefore, that feature was disabled for some reason. Don't know why. But yeah, so let me go pull up the super chats from the first 400,000 live stream extravaganza, and then we'll go read those. But in the meantime, you want to check out my hole again? No, that's all right. I'm sure plenty of pictures were taken of that. Let's see. Wow, you guys that support are awesome. You really are. Everybody is. It's awesome that you're just even here. Because that's the reason I'm here, is you're here. So, Do you do any sports? I've been playing basketball more recently, and by playing basketball, I mean there's nobody in my town that I play basketball with, so I just take a basketball to a basketball court and do free throws back and forth, and just go to that side of the court, try to get it in, go to that side of the court, try to get it in, and just run back and forth. And hey, I build up a sweat, and I'm getting exercise, and I'm outside, so I think at least it's sad and lonely, but the point of this has been established, so I think we're all right. And tennis too, although they just recently redid the tennis court, so it's kind of out there right now. Ooh, another 50. Congrats on $400. Now have my money from the Beast to Fury. The Beast to Furry. Hashtag not a furry. I'm not a furry. Oh, Beast to Fury. Okay, all right. Like Nick Fury. Okay. Why didn't Nick Fury get his own movie? I mean, he kind of did with Captain Marvel, but I would love to see just a Nick Fury, Samuel L. Jackson, just filled movie, Samuel L. Jackson just out the ass. Tekking's probably the most subscribed to virgin on YouTube. I highly doubt that. I have a feeling I'm not. I might be in the top 10, though. Somebody needs to do a ranking on this. What power do you think Luffy will get in Wano? He'll get the power to turn into a giant, let's see. We had Giant, and we had Rubber Man, we had Snake Man. He's gonna turn into a giant pool noodle. Landed. Do you have any siblings? No, I don't. But it was funny. Last night I was at Chick-fil-A because I saw Detective Pikachu last night. I went to go get some Chick-fil-A afterwards. And that's kind of also sad because there's only one Chick-fil-A in the immediate area, and it's like 45 minutes from my house, and it's right next to the movie theater. So every time I go to get to the movie theater, I'm like, I get to go to Chick-fil-A after this. And I'm like, I don't know if anybody's ever been as excited for Chick-fil-A, but I am because it's delicious. But anyway, yeah. So I went to Chick-fil-A, and I'm hanging out waiting for my food, just kind of sitting at the table waiting for them to get my food out. And there's the two cashiers were talking about how there were like 3 twins working at the Chick-fil-A, and the cashier's like, oh, I'm a twin too. And they're like, really? And then I'm off to the side, and I'm like, I'm a twin too! That's so weird! And they all look at me, and they're like, really? I'm like, no, I'm an only child. But I think we all know at least one pair of twins in our lives. The ones I knew were from, when I went to high school, and all throughout, like, public school. There were 2 twins that are actually both really successful right now. One's a banker, and one, I don't remember what the other one does, but they were both really super brilliant. And they were really nice as well. Dan and Ryan were their names. Haven't spoken to them since high school. I know 4 sets of twins. Oh, cool. So you know 8 people. Good, you at least know 8 people. I am a twin. So, if all twins out there, just be honest, can you, like, mentally communicate with your other twin? Like, I'm not saying, like, you can, like, you know, like, I'm sending you my thoughts, you know, but can you, like, you know, when one of you is in mortal danger, can you, like, sense it? Because I need to know. I need to know. I'm learning, okay? No, we cannot. Yes, we can. All right, now I'm getting conflicting reports. Yes, but only when you touch hands. Nope. Yes, yes, nope. Okay, I'm thinking maybe the twins that don't have that psychic power, you just haven't tried it enough. I bet that is something that everybody that's a twin has probably tried that at least once. You know, like, hey, go over here on the other side of the house, or go outside and I'll stay inside, and let's see if we can communicate our thoughts. I guarantee every twin, no matter how serious or how distant they grew apart as they grew up, if they were together when they were kids, they've probably tried that out. Only when they smash. Hey, you know, it's your lives, you know, you could do whatever you want. Oh man, that would suck if you're like, yeah, like you're sepuplets, like if you're like octuplets, like there's 8 of you that are all twins. Maybe you like try to communicate and it, like the lines get crossed or something. I'm a quintuplet, damn. Twins are born to wicked mothers! Okay, shit. Cersei and Jaime sitting in a tree. KIS says the season's almost over. If you get your twin pregnant, what happens? Then they might have twins themselves that are products of incest. I guess that's the logical conclusion of what would happen. Alright, so we did that last stream on the 5th. And let me pull up the super chats from the 5th and let me read them. Have you watched Rise of the Shield Hero? Yes, I have. Raftalia, best girl. Let me... Let me move that over there, and let me move this. Let me get a new screenshot here. Let me get a new screenshot up in here. Zora or Kenpachi? Probably, like, in terms of, like, a badass, like, swordsman, I'm kind of have to go Zoro on that one, sorry. Yeah. In terms of, like, just a really fun guy to watch his, like, his fights and just his bloodthirstiness, that's probably more Kenpachi. Because he goes wild. Alright. There we go. Can you even see them? Kinda. Hold on, let me make that window a little bit smaller so you can see them a little bit better. Tekking, that's a great thumbnail. You like it? My favorite part was when I added the... If you notice, if you look really closely, you can see that I made Boa's boobs the zeros in that. Yeah, that's not a lot of people get on that. Not a lot of people see that, alright? Alright, I'm gonna do some rearranging here. I'm gonna do this. Like, oh god! Ah! I'm flipping you guys off right now, and you can't even see it, can you? Alright. Let me just move that over. Yeah, I'll just move it here, and then we'll work on that. Okay. I don't know how well you can read that. Can you guys read that okay? Because if not, I mean, I could just... you don't need to see my face. It's okay. You don't need to see my face for me to read. Your channel is infotastic! You seem like... Oh, wait. Well, hold up. Now I'm getting these super chats. Okay, what's your opinion on weed? Have you ever tried it? I've never tried it, but I believe it should be legal in all 50 states, and you should just regulate it as you would regulate alcohol, because guess what? Alcohol is worse for you. Yeah. But yeah, it should be legal. I think it's going to be legal eventually. It's medically legal in PA where I'm at right now. There's a few states out there that are pretty hardcore on it, like Texas, Mississippi. A lot of southern states are pretty rough on it. But it's getting there, and I think it's going to be legal across the board. And hey, who knows? If it's legal across the board, maybe I'll give it a shot, because it'll just be more prevalent. Your channel is Infotasket. Have you seen the new One Piece hoodies on the Crunchyroll store? No, I haven't. I feel like you're kind of advertising for the Crunchyroll store, although I did buy a CGP Grey hoodie the other day. CGP Grey is a YouTuber. He's one of my favorite YouTubers, actually. He's also very infotastic, because he's like a college professor. But go and check him out. He recently, not recently, it was a few summers ago when he actually did it, but he did a drive across like the desert in Nevada in a Tesla, and it's a really good video. Yeah, I know it's legal in California. It's legal in Cali and Washington and Colorado and a few states. And I think Ohio, it's legal. Pennsylvania just got medically legal. There's like, I think our first medical dispensary opened up, not around here, but like the first one in the state opened up a few months ago. Let's see, what do we got here? Okay, let me just do this. This makes it easier. All right. So, let's see what we got. This is one from May 1st, but I'll read it anyway. This is before the actual stream. You are so awesome, dude. I love your videos. Thank you, Wolf God. Secret and legendary 6 Samurai, please. I get that a lot. People want me to do a video on the 6 Samurai for Yu-Gi-Oh! And I planned on doing that from the beginning. It's just, you know, when I get around to it. Got 9 super chats coming your way. Oh, good. This is from the past, but it's also the future. Thanks for answering. Been a fan for a long time. Keep up the content. Can you give my daughter a shout out? Her name is Raven. Yes, Raven! Just, I would give anybody... Okay, if you have an awesome name, I would give you a shout out regardless. I would make a whole video dedicated to giving you a shout out. Alright, Raven is qualifying as an awesome name. I can't give you a list of all my awesome names though, because everybody will be like, hey Tekking, my name's Raven, my name's Raven, my name's Raven too! But, you know, I just love saying awesome names, right? But yes, shout out to Raven. Also my favorite Teen Titan. There you go. Alright, so what do we got next here? You're my favorite YouTuber, bro. Congrats on 400k. Thank you, Sipala. Nesbit Gilliand, $1. Thank you for the $1. How do I scroll up? This is how I scrolled up. As strong as Virgo was, his betrayal of the Marines and everything in between. Okay, this is the one talking about, you know, how his bounty would be. I placed it somewhere in the 300 to 400 million. That was mostly based on Dofi's previous bounty being like 350 million, I think, something like that. I forget what his previous bounty was before it was frozen. But if Doflamingo's bounty wasn't frozen, by the time he fought Luffy, his bounty, I mean, he had like the largest crime family, you know, one of the largest in the entire New World. If you don't count, I guess, I mean, I would kind of count Big Mom's as a crime family, you know, it kind of is. But yeah, he had a really big, like, mafia family. His bounty would definitely be 500 million or over, 700 million, you know, if it was not frozen. But I would put Virgo somewhere between 300 and 400 mil, probably. I think that's appropriate for Virgo. Thoughts on if it was possible to awaken quirks like in One Piece? I don't know about awakening. I don't know if, like, all of a sudden you just, like, oh, crap, you know, 1 minute Uraraka can float things, and the next minute she's floating up to the moon. You know, no, I don't think it's anything like that. I think it's just like you just train with it, and the more you train with it, it gets stronger at breaking through boundaries. Like the example I gave last time, like if Bakugo continues with his hero activities, by the time Bakugo is like 30 years old and he's like a professional hero, his explosion quirk is going to be like so insanely powerful, it'll make his explosion quirks right now look like a child's play. You know, he'll be in like probably like one of the top ranked heroes at age 30, maybe even like rank number 2 or 1. I mean, I guess we have to put Izuku as number 1. I mean, it's kind of a foregone conclusion. We kind of have to, but you know what I mean, yeah. Yeah, the quirks evolve rather than just have like a sudden awakening. Congrats on the 400k. Keep it up. Thank you, Marius. Proud of you, Tekking. Enjoy the milestone. Thank you, Meta. One Piece Thunder. What is the true name of Karasu's favorite YouTuber? Matt Crawford. I get it, 'cause of crows. Oh, good job, buddy. Big Boy, $5. Keep up the great work. Thank you. I had a thought about Minetta's upgraded for... Oh, yeah, this is the one where Minetta... I think Minetta should just get a pair of goggles that broadcast porn. And then that's how he... So he always has a perpetual hard-on, and he always fights with 100%. That's the best power-up you could really give Minetta. Please read the PDF I just emailed you. Well, I'm doing a lot of stuff right now, but we'll see maybe later. Have you, hearing your videos every day on my way to work, 20 bellies for you, Mr. 401k. Yes, it's 402k right now, but thank you. Redrick. I'm reading 2 different varying super chats right now. I'm kind of going back and forth. My head is spinning at the moment. You can't see it, but it is. Oh, why do I have this app open? This might be slowing stuff down. Why do I have my editing software open? Okay, there we go. Let's see here. Are you glad that you started with Bleach videos? Oh, yeah, I went into this detail in the last one, but yeah, I am glad. I mean, I could have started with One Piece first, but, you know, all those, I'm glad I was with Bleach all the way till the end. You know, I started right before the final arc began, and I was with the entire 1,000-Year Blood War arc all the way to the very end, and I wouldn't change that. If I went back and started with One Piece in 2011, you know, back during, like, Fishman Island, like, right after the time skip, you know, I might have more subs at this point. It's very likely I might have that. But I'm happy that I started with Bleach, even though Bleach wasn't quite as popular at the time, because I really genuinely did love that series. And, you know, I grew up with it. I was a teenager when I started watching it. And, you know, I have really good memories of just staying up late at night on Adult Swim, watching Ichigo fight against, like, Kenpachi and Byakuya. And it was really cool to, like, you know, give something back after watching that series, like, confessing, like, all right, I got my love for this series, and now I can express that love to you. So, it's really good that I'm glad, I got to do that. I was privileged with the ability to talk about it for as long as I did. Congratulations, brother. Are you gonna do more Hunter x Hunter? Eventually. I have a poster. Think you'll reach 1 million subs in a few years? Yeah, the key word is years, but yeah, I think I will. I think Social Blade has me at like 3 to 4 years or something like that. I'll hit 1 million. That just is based on the current growth I have right now, and growth can change all the time. YouTube is an up and down roller coaster for most people. I mean, when you're doing good, you're doing good. Great. When you're doing bad, don't think it's the end of the world. It'll probably bounce back. Like this past month, ever since I did that crossover with Nux, we did that every arc ranked in One Piece. I went up from like 300 subs a day to like 500 subs a day, and now it seems to be going back down. It was like, I think actually, last few days it's only been like 250 a day, but you can't let it like, oh no, I was doing really good, but now I'm doing really bad. I'm not doing really bad, but it's just, it's YouTube. I've been out in this rodeo so many times, it's just, you just gotta roll with it, you know? It's just, you know, up and down, up and down. You can't see me right now, but I'm waving my hand. Wait, hold on a second. Oh, there we go. Up and down, up and down. Hey, everybody, how you doing? I can communicate. I'm like, It. You know, from the, oh, no, Thing. Sorry, It was the, cousin It was the furry dude. I'm Thing. Yes, from the Addams Family. I was at Detective Pikachu last night, and I saw a trailer for the Addams Family, and it didn't seem bad, you know, it kind of had like an old sort of like Corpse Bride feel to it. Not really, but similar. Da-na-na-na, 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 da-na-na-na. Okay, so, where the hell did I leave off? Yeah, nice vids. Thank you, Dr. Eagles. Sorry I messed up on the super chat. Here's another 5, but can you please do another contest? Yeah, I'm planning on doing another contest later, probably in the fall. And it'll be a smaller contest than the Devil Fruit one, but it'll probably be like another video contest or something. But yeah, I love doing that. It was a lot of fun. Ran out of money. I'll give you the rest later. Well, it's all right. Thank you. Thank you, One Piece Thunder. You didn't have to send me as much as you did, but you did, and thank you very much for that. Do a short dance or song in celebration, please. Yeah, okay, hold on a second. Wait, hold on. Let me line this up here. Hold on, let me try some. Okay, hold on, just because everything's reversed on the screen. Like, okay, a little bit up, a little bit higher up, a little bit down. Okay. Okay. Do you think Rox's crew is named after precious gemstones? I really like that idea because it's like you could have a kid, because like Oda loves to do that. Like we had the various like suits of cards and like card games for Kaido, and we had food products for Big Mom's crew. So yeah, why the hell not? Why wouldn't Rox's crew be like, Sapphire, come over here. You and Emerald are gonna fight Luffy. You know, like that would be cool. Like we haven't really done that yet. We haven't seen characters named after like gemstones yet. So yeah, I'd be fine with that. I think that would make a lot of sense. So yeah, roll with it. You could have Ruby, Sapphire, just basically go, Oda, go watch Steven Universe and then just roll with it. We might even have a character named Lapis Lazuli. So that would be cool. Are you still going to do Black Bull discussion? Yes, I will, after the Bleach. Did Big Mom arc have the most in-between fruits so far? I actually do not know that. It possibly might have, because there were a lot of devil fruits revealed during that arc. Some of them were only revealed in SBSs. We didn't get named in that arc. Like, I don't think we found out the name of Opera's fruit. I think it was named in an SBS. Or Galette's fruit. We also didn't find out the name of it. We saw what it could do, but we didn't get a name for it. Mr. 5 is called Gem. Yeah, but that's, like, who cares? That's like saying, like, there's a guy named Scotch. Yeah, but there's also another guy named Scotch. There is. There's the Yeti Cool brother named Scotch, and then there's the cyborg dude also named Scotch. It's like those two characters would be so far removed. It doesn't really matter, you know? Let's see. They didn't show Opera's death. Well, they showed Opera's soul getting ripped out by Big Mom, but I guess they could have always saved him. Who knows? Let's see. Congrats on the 400K. Who is your favorite Joestar and Joe Bro and JoJo part? My favorite Joestar is Joseph from Pot 2, which is also my favorite part. What if Johnny Young Bosch voiced Giorno? Oh, I think that would work. I think Johnny could pull Giorno off. I think that would be a cool combination there. Screw it. I really hope, because part 4 in the English dub is wrapping up. There's only like 5 episodes or so left. Last episode was that awkward moment between Kira and Hayato in the bath together, and they were naked. That was disturbing on a few levels. But yeah, we only got like 5 episodes left of Diamond, so I really hope, like, it hasn't been announced that it's dubbed for Golden Wind, but I really hope they just jump right into Golden Wind the week after. That's what they did after Stardust Crusaders. That, like, the week after Stardust Crusaders, they just picked right up with Diamond. I hope they do that, because they could do that. Honestly, Golden Wind is almost done. Like, how many more episodes of Golden Wind are there? I think it was actually stated how many episodes there would be in the season. But there can't be more than, like, a dozen episodes left, if that. You know, because we're really getting, like, the two stands we're getting right now, Green Day and Oasis. Oh, I'm sorry, Green Tea and Salvation. Yeah, those are, like, some of the last stand users we get before the final battle. So we're probably not going to, very much is going to be left. 10? It could honestly be 10. So screw it. Just jump right into Golden Wind. Congratulations. Thank you, Jessica, for the 10. Please do a video on the supernovas and their futures in One Piece, or the chest melon physics of Nami, or some more furry videos. Well, you know, like, I like to keep my hands in, multiple pots. You know, like, okay, I'm gonna deal over here into the furry pot, and then I'm gonna wash them off in the giant jubbly pot, and then I'll go over here and I'll make a shape-shifting pot. You know, that's just how it goes. Did I combine I think I combined 2 questions into one there. Yeah, I did. Sorry about that. Do a video on the supernovas and their futures in One Piece, and also we need more contests, Lord. Yes, there will be more contests. You should do a video about the shape-shifting sea raccoon, or the chest melon physics, or some more furry videos. Right, well. I am a multifaceted YouTuber. I delve in many different sections. I talk about Nami's boobs sometimes, but I also talk about Robin's boobs sometimes. And then some days I talk about Boa's boobs and Rebecca's boobs and Violet's boobs and Vivi's boobs. You know, there are all these different topics you can discuss. Viz released the first volume of Diamond is Unbreakable. Yes, I did. I saw it at the bookstore. I didn't buy it just because I'm like, well, I just recently moved a lot of my books. I should be careful on how many books. I have a problem when I buy books. I own copious amounts of books. You know, but I'll start collecting the Diamond is Unbreakable books at some point, yes. Maybe when there's out more, I'll just buy a bunch at once. What is your plan for Dr. Stone on your channel? Actually, funny you should mention that. The good people at Viz Media actually just contacted me a few days ago, and they want me to do a video on Dr. Stone because the anime is coming out in July. And they want me to do a video about the release of the new volume and kind of tying it into the anime release. So it'll probably be out in July. So it's always really good when I get to work with Viz. I feel more legitimate when I do. You know, it's just like, I was like, oh, I'm working with Viz Media. That's pretty fucking cool, you know? Not the thing I'd ever thought I'd be doing in my life, but here you go. So yeah, expect that out more at the end of June, beginning of July. They honestly, the people at Viz were also, they didn't really know when it was going to start either. Because it's just not, the release date of the anime is not really out yet. It just says July. So they really don't know. Let's see here. Please do a short dance, jig, or song in celebration. Well, I already did. My hands did. Boop, boop. I wonder how many people even knew what the Addams Family were. Because, you know, I went to Detective Pikachu last night. You know, minor break from this, but, you know, there were a lot of, it wasn't a packed house, but there were, you know, a decent number of families there with kids and stuff, because it's a Pokemon movie. I expected that. But I'm watching the trailer for the Addams Family, and I'm looking around at these kids, and these kids are like 6, 7 years old. I'm like, there's no way these kids know what the fucking Addams Family is. You know, so to them, it's just like a completely new thing. But hey, then I started realizing, you know, they don't need to know, because that's what this is. You know, it's like there's something from the, you know, the old school days of cartoons that was reimagined, and here you go. And it doesn't seem like a bad movie. I'm probably not going to go see it, but, you know, it seemed like a good movie. I always remember when the Scooby-Doo gang met up with the Addams Family. They did a few crossovers. They also did a few crossovers with the Harlem Globetrotters. So, yeah. It's like, Scooby-Doo, special guest tonight is the Harlem Globetrotters. All right. Let's see here. Tekking, you put on some meat. Yeah! I got the guns. Let's see here. I think I'm done with this page. Thank you to Lewis and Marcus for the $1. You suppose we will get more Mihawk info soon? I really hope we do. Mihawk really seems like one of those characters that Oda's just kind of keeping on the back burner. Like, he's a really interesting character, and there's a lot of stuff to reveal about him. It's just not really his place in the story. And you gotta keep in mind, Mihawk's not the kind of guy that really jumps into the fray and gets involved in these events. He's usually just like, I just want to chill out and just kind of do whatever the fuck I want. And you gotta respect that, you know? But that also means he's not going to be focused on very much. You know, he's not out there going from island to island defeating giant women or pirates or Yonko or whatever. He's just chilling out on his island for the most part. That's all he wants to do. He's a pretty cool character, actually. Have you tried putting your internet in rice? Yeah, it didn't work. If you want a good French cartoon, check out Last Man. I will check it out. Sing the Code Lyoko opening. Code Lyoko, yeah, it's after all. Code Lyoko, we're stronger after all. That's the only I can remember. Favorite boobs in all of... Oh, crap. All right, Travis with the serious questions here. Holy crap. I think it's the first time everyone's ever asked me that. Oh boy, I'm gonna have to think about this one. Everything's on hold for right now. We need to figure this out. Favorite boobs in all of anime. That's hard. That's a hard one. Mike, first boobs are probably like the first boobs that ever really like I saw in an anime that awakened me. Probably like Tsunade. You know, because, like, Tsunade was, like, you know, wow. Favorite boobs in all of anime. Hold on a second. I need to pull up an image here. Let's see here. No, not Wikipedia. Go to Google. Oh, I can kind of see it on there. Oh, okay, hold on. We need to table this. I know we got a lot of super chats in the queue. Hold on, we're gonna table this. All right, this is important. Favorite boobs in all of anime. All right. Okay. Does anyone in the vein of... Okay, what is the best anime ever? Let's start with that. Somebody's gonna get it. What is the objectively best anime ever? Everybody in here should know this. It's not One Piece. I'm not trying to trick you. I'm not. Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, let's go with that. Okay. Alright, I have it. Alright. Erase, Konosuba, Cowboy Bebop. You guys are thinking too much about this. Hold on. Somebody's gonna get it. Cory in the House, yes. Cory in the House is the objective anime. And it's funny because it's a live action show. It's not an anime. And with that, in the same vein, the best anime boobs I've ever seen, Melissa Joan Hart from Sabrina the Teenage Witch, season 8, episode Sabrina Unplugged. Those are the best boobs ever. Yes, that's my answer to that question. That's my legit answer to that question. Okay, so there we go. So I got Netflix a few days ago, and my friend Casey is like, you need to watch a show called The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, which is like Sabrina the Teenage Witch, but like dialed up to like 12 on the Satanism department, and it's an awesome show. But that also made me think back to the original show, the Sabrina the Teenage Witch that I grew up with, back on like Teen Nick or whatever. And there was that episode of Sabrina the Teenage Witch that I'll always remember because it was part of like my sexual awakening as a young lad. I was probably like 10 or 11 when I watched it. There's an episode where Sabrina gets sucked into a computer, and these people use like a Photoshop software to like give her bigger boobs, and like she comes out of the computer stuck like that, and she can't do anything about it. And I'm sitting there like, damn, like, damn, And so, yeah, that was a weird thing for that show to do, but I'm happy for them doing it, okay. So that helped contribute to my love of very large breasts. So thank you, Melissa Joan Hart and Sabrina the Teenage Witch. But yeah, The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina are a really, really good show. So there you go. That's my answer to that question. Okay, moving on. Where did I leave off here? Let's see. Favorite Bount, Zanpakuto Spirit, and Frazione. My favorite Bount was probably, who's the one that survived? I don't remember all their names. The one that had, Dalk was the name of the doll. Oh man, I can't remember his name. He was the one that fought Hitsugaya. You guys will help me out with this one. My Bleach knowledge isn't really that prevalent anymore, and the Bount arc was a filler anyway. But Koga, that was it. Koga, yeah, Koga was pretty freaking sweet. He was one of the cooler ones. Yeah, Koga was cool. Alright, let's get back to this, because I think I'm almost caught up with these ones. And then we can work on the current ones. Alright. Alright, so... favorite boobs in all of anime, Sabrina. The episode, by the way, if you want to check it out or you want to Google it, it's Sabrina Unplugged. So there you go. For the King of Cringe! Thank you, Vixen. Try putting your internet in rice. Yeah, we tried that. So, random question. If you could be a female character in One Piece... I remember this question. Who would you choose? Other than that, congratulations on the 400k. Also recently started One Piece again. Forget Nami had normal boobs. Yeah, I did too. Yeah, I'd probably go Nami. I mean, that's the common one. Like, if you could choose to, like, alright, if I could, like, transform into any female character, I'd probably go with Nami. Or Boa, it doesn't matter. See, that's the thing about One Piece, it doesn't matter. As long as I don't pick, like, Chimney, we're good, right? Or Kokoro in that regard. But, even young Kokoro had it going on, I mean, if you look at the images. But, yeah, I think I would just be boring. I would just go with Nami. And then I would do like, yeah, I would, you know, spend all the day filming sex tapes, and then, you know, after I transform back into me, I'll have all these sex tapes that I'll make a fortune off of, and there you go, done, easy. This is you got to be pragmatic about this. When are you gonna do a fish or tiger video? When I'm out fishing and a tiger appears, then I'll know the time is right. Thank you for the $2, Brandon. Thank you for the 10, Artie Dami. Thank you for the 2, Artie Dami. Hi from Busan, Korea. Ooh, you're from Korea. That's cool. Hey, did you check out your comic I recommended to your birthday stream? You know, Irma? Nah, I haven't checked that out yet. I will. It's on the list. I get recommendations for a lot of stuff. There's a long list. But aren't big boobs painful or inconvenient? All right. All right. There's a rule here, okay? First off, if I yeah, okay. Okay. How does this work? Do I get, like, transformed into Nami in the One Piece world? Because then it could work. Because if I get transformed into Nami in our world, my back would snap, like, in 2 seconds, and I would die. You know, because it's just like, boosh, whoop, and then boosh. You know, like, I'm Nami, I got... You know, like, my spine would snap like a pencil, and I would die. Alright, so we need to clarify. That's like how the monkey's paw gets you. Like, I will grant you 3 wishes, but there's hubris in your wishes, you know? Oh, yeah, that's a booby trap. Yeah, that would be a major booby trap right there. Let's see. Sasuke is the clone. LOL, not Kurapika. Yeah, we figured this out last time. I'm not going to go into it because that was actually part of the stream that did save. You could go check out the vlog channel, which actually my vlog channel just hit 40,000 subscribers. So, you know, 40,000 sub for Tekking101, 400k subs for this channel. Good to go. Awesome, I'd say. But yeah. Wait, do I have... Oh, it's 1,100. I thought it said I had 1,700 people in here. Damn. But yeah, this is a good crowd. I like this. Yeah, so we figured this out last time, though. Yeah. The pilot chapter for Naruto was in 97, I think. But the pilot chapter did not include Sasuke. So, Sasuke appeared... The first time he appears in the Naruto manga, it's 1998, and Hunter x Hunter came out in, no, I think didn't Hunter x Hunter come out in 98 and Naruto 99? One of the two. But the point is, Hunter x Hunter was first, so Kurapika came first. Yeah. I'm watching your Class X series, and I'm confused on the difference between webcomics and the other website you mentioned. So, there's the webcomic by One, which the drawings are not very good, but you just get used to it, and the story is good, so you just kind of just deal with it. And the artwork does improve. I mean, not to insane levels, but it does improve over time. And then there's the Murata version, that's the badass version, that's, you know, everybody's reading right now, and it has, like, and One works together with Murata on it. So, yeah, those are the different versions. Whenever you sleep, when you wake up in your fictional world, and then come back when you sleep there... Wait, hold on. From now on, whenever you sleep, you wake up in your favorite fiction world, okay? And then come back when you sleep there. What world would you start waking up in, and how would you handle alternating between the world and that? This is kind of like a question with that VR. It's like if you could get sucked into a virtual reality world and you can fly and you can do anything you want, and it's like, you know, magic, why would you ever want to come back to this comparably shitty world, you know? Like, why would you want to do that? That fascinates me in Sword Art Online. I actually got into a discussion with this with my friend the other day. It was like, you can go into Alfheim and fly around and in the world, and like, I'm flying! And then the next day it's like, alright guys, see you later, we gotta go to high school tomorrow. It's like, oh bullshit! It is like, just let me strapped into this thing, you know? It's way cooler in here, right? So yeah, I mean, like, if I could wake up in my favorite fictional world, I would probably pick... Not the world of any, like, not One Piece, not Bleach or anything, because, you know, I don't want to die. Because if I picked One Piece, I'd end up living on some random island and then get sacked by freaking pirates or something. You know, I don't know. My favorite fictional world is maybe not a fictional... Like, I really love the Game of Thrones world, but I don't want to live in the Game of Thrones world. My Hero Academia wouldn't be a bad one. I mean, you'd have to worry about supervillains, but you get your own superpower, and the heroes are mostly fighting and handling the supervillains. I mean, as long as you don't live in Japan, where there's, like, all the crazy shit happens, I think you should be good. Congrats on the 400K. I made you a song as a present. Oh, that's cool. Is it called, like, Cringe Warrior or something? Oh, now... It doesn't matter if it's called Cringe Warrior now. Now it's officially called that. Damn it. Thank you. Scooby-Doo. You can send it to my email if you want me to listen to it. Okay. About your spotty internet, I've had the same problem. One service call and it turned out when the inspector... Oh, yeah, I read this. Yeah, it was just... I talked to my internet guy about it. It's better for right now. There's going to be a solution to the problem, and I'll talk about that later, but it's basically like... The guy that has the internet in town, you know, he is going to attach like an antenna to the tree in front of our house because my town kind of slopes down like a hill, so he can't really get the internet to the entire town. So he thought about if I can attach an antenna to your place, it could be used as like a way station to gain access to the other part of the town. So that way we would have free internet, and our internet would be way better, and then it also provides better internet to the rest of the town. So that's going to be happening. I don't know when it's going to be happening, but this summer most assuredly. And then we could get working on that, and then my internet should improve greatly after that point. Let's see here. Oh, we're almost done. JC Bailey, $1. Congrats on 400K. Thanks for Daily Dose of Cringe. You're very welcome. And yes, the Black Bowl discussion will be after the Bleach discussion. What computer system are you running? My computer system's pretty powerful right now. It's not the issue with the computer. It's purely an issue with the internet. I have a CyberPower PC. I don't know exactly what the specs are. I knew when I bought it, but I don't know offhand right now. Let me go check. Let me go check on the specs. Do a history of Trunks review. That is a good special, but not really what I do. Let's see here. Master King Orochi confirmed as Dragon Plus. Well, he's definitely stronger than Dragon Plus, because there's no way he can't be a threat to all of humanity, because he is. Like, he totally is. Like, he could just... You can imagine that guy just... Can you ask you a question? Kid Orochi, if left unchecked, wipe out all of humanity? I think the answer is yes. You know, like, that thing is huge. Alright. PC properties. Keep doing what you're doing, Tekking. Well, I guess... Dang it, I was gonna start doing the exact opposite of what I was doing. Damn it! Alright, I guess I'll keep it moving, though. Yeah, I was like, man, I think I need to do something completely different. Tomorrow I'm gonna start making videos about popcorn flavors. That's the way to go. But I guess I should probably stick on the anime track, you know what I mean? Yeah. I think that's the best way to go about it. The page fell below. Oh, there it is. All right, CyberPower PC. What do we got? We got an Intel i5 7400 CPU, 3.0 gigahertz, 8 gigs of RAM. Yeah, that's what I have. It's all right. It does runs Windows 10. It does what I need to do. It's got what I need. I mean popcorn anime. Alright, so I had an idea. Hold on, let me finish up the rest of these, because there's not very many left. We shall preserve the shitty internet. We shall preserve, just like Luffy. Aw, thank you. Persevere. Yeah. And I think that's the last one. Yeah, these are the ones we did today. Alright, cool. So we'll get to the rest of the Super Chats later, the ones that have been flowing in since I started reading the Super Chats from before. But, yeah, what was I going to talk about? Oh, yeah. So, guys, I had an idea. The other day. I'll reveal it here, because I don't know... I'm going to do it, but I don't know when it's going to happen, but I think it's a pretty funny idea. Congrats, Tekking Senpai. Been a huge fan since the first OP video. Have you ever watched Black Lagoon? Yes, I've seen Black Lagoon. It's about pirates, but, like, real life. Set in the 90s, yeah. But it's... Yeah, Black Lagoon's great. It's a good series. Okay, so I was mowing my grass the other day, right? I'm mowing my grass. Usually our neighbor mows it for us. His name's Chuck, and he's a really nice guy, and he has like a riding lawnmower that he kind of tricks out. I think he just, like he mows all of our yards at once, like our like 3 neighbors. He just mows all of them because I think his yard's not really that big, and so he mows his in like less than 5 minutes with this mower, and then I just think he wants to keep using it, so he just always mows our yard. But he can't do it all the time, so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do it today. So this is the first time I mowed the grass this year. I'm out there mowing it, and I'm thinking, you know what? He's talking about making a lawnmower vid. Yeah, I was thinking, man, you know how, like, all the big-time anime YouTubers, you know, like Giguk, Joey, Aki Dearest, you know, they always make those, like, okay, here are all the anime coming in summer, like those recap videos. Like, it's always the bigger channels that make these and get really popular doing them. Like, here are the top 10 summer anime that I'm most excited for. And I love those videos, I do. But I'm thinking, what if I made a parody video of those where I made up my own anime and plots and like top 10 summer anime that don't exist, and that was the premise for the video. And I'm not going to reveal, I went, after mowing the grass, I went back inside and immediately threw up a Word document and started creating fake anime names. And, the first one I thought of while I was mowing the grass is an anime by the name of Lawnmower-chan is Actually Very Sensitive. It's about a lawnmower that is actually very sensitive about destroying the grass and upsetting and killing the flowers and the insects, and he has eyes, and he's very misunderstood. And I'm learning a little bit of Japanese, and so Japanese for lawnmower is it's like Shiba Ka something, because Shiba Karu or Shiba Kairi, because Shibafu is lawn, Kusa is grass, Shibafu is grass, and then or is your lawn, and then there's another word, it's like Shibakara something for lawnmower. So it'd be like Shibakara-chan is very sensitive. I'm looking over here because I had to move my thing over here. I'm going to move it back now because I keep looking over here instead. There we go. So I came up with that one, and I also came up with a bunch of other ones. I'm going to need to make little title cards for all of them to make it visually appealing. But I don't think anyone's ever done that before. I looked it up. I was looking if anyone's ever done like a parody of like making up fake anime for the purposes of that video. I couldn't really find anything. So I'm like, okay, I can make this work. You know? Jetpunk.com, all characters, One Piece. Never heard of it. Please do it. Smash or pass on Robin? Smash. That's not even a question, dude. Did you do a Bleach live action review? Can't find it anywhere. No, I haven't, because I haven't really watched the movie in its entirety yet, but I have Netflix now, so I can watch it. I finally caved in and got it, because here's the thing. Normally, I get all my entertainment from, like, YouTube and, like, various anime websites, right? Like, that's where I watch most of my shit. But the other, and I have shows I watch. I have, like, Game of Thrones and stuff, but I realize, like, the last time I actually sat down and watched a brand new, like, show that was not an anime or a cartoon, it's been a while. Because it's like Game of Thrones, Doctor Who, Walking Dead, Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul. These are all shows these like my shows. I haven't really watched anything new. Better Call Saul, that came out in 2015, I think is the newest one in that list. So I thought, you know, how do people watch new shows? And then I'm like, Netflix. I'm like, oh, all right. And I figured, you know, why not? I mean, it's only like, I got the standard plan. It's the first month is free, and it's only like $12 a month. And I figured, why not? There seems to be, I always hear people talking about it. I always hear there's really good shows and stuff on there. So, sure. And I like the interface, the way everything's set up. So I'm just going to go with it. Yeah. So, yeah. And just yesterday, I was like, oh shit, they have Thor Ragnarok on here. It's been a while since I've watched that, so I was like, okay, I'll just watch Thor Ragnarok. I'm like, awesome. So, I like it. And I bought a Roku today. I'm gonna not Avatar Roku, just a Roku. I wonder if Avatar Roku owned a Roku. I'm gonna hook that up to the TV downstairs and have a big screen to watch Netflix on. So that's cool. I also hear Umbrella Academy is really good. That's another one I hear recommended a lot. Watch Love, Death, Robots on Netflix. Ooh, I'm getting a lot of recommendations. But yeah, that's Sabrina. That's the first thing I started watching, and I love that show. That show's awesome. It's just like, yeah, let's just... I love the character that... I mean, the actress that plays Sabrina. I think she does it phenomenally. And, yeah, they go, like, super Satan-tastic with it. But a lot of times it's kind of played for laughs. Like, it's like, oh, Hilda, time to read your satanic Bible. I'm like, oh, that's funny. I get it. Okay, that's cute. And there's a lot of parallels to, like, modern day, like, Christian living and shit. It's just with Satan. So, you know, it's cool. I can't believe it's been 9 months since your 300K fans. Yeah, I know. It's about, like, once a year. Usually between 8 and 10 months is when I hit the big milestone. Next time might be quicker, though. Who knows? I don't know. That's the thing about YouTube. There's no way you can guess this shit. Like, I could make a video tomorrow that goes viral, and then I start making, like, 1,000 subs a month, and then, boom, I hit 500K by fall. You know, probably not gonna happen, but it could. It's a very weird experience. I like the, I really wanted to, I was really jonesing to do that, Orochi video today, though. Like, I came up with the idea to do that about 2 days ago, and I made that creepy fucking thumbnail for it, and I'm like, man, I want to do that. I want to do a video about that. So, yeah, I'm glad. Orochi is really, and the only thing is upsetting is I had this whole thing where I was going to go on a spiel. This is a problem with not scripting your content, because I don't. Last night, when I was thinking about what I was going to talk about today, I was in the shower, and I was thinking, man, I could do a whole section of that video on Lovecraft, because Orochi pretty much looks like a character like Yaldabaoth, or whatever his name was. Yeah, there we go. That was a weird one. That was very strange. That had nothing to do with internet or like dropping frames or what. Like, that's normally how this works. Like, you know, dropping frames, internet crashes. Like, all right, fine, I've been there before, I've seen that. That was weird. That was like an old school, like, computer freeze, like from like 2002 or whatever. You know, like, that crap happened a lot back in the day. Like, you'd have my old HP, you know, and just be like, oh, well, computer froze, looks like I gotta reset, you know, pull it out of the wall, plug it back in, hard reboot, oh, it froze again, time to pull it out again. Not something I've really encountered with newer PCs. That's actually probably the first time I've encountered it with this PC. Where everything froze, like literally everything. Like, I couldn't move my mouse, Control-Alt-Delete didn't work, nothing worked. And at that point, it's like, what can you do? You gotta reset the computer. There's nothing else to do. You know, like, yeah, so that was a weird one. That was a weird one. I'm glad, though. I'm glad it wasn't the internet, because if it was like, oh shit, the internet died, and now no internet, and now I can't do the stream anymore. But yeah, so, it kind of sucks, because now the stream's going to get sliced in half, but it's not a big deal. I could just go back to the recordings and then splice them together and then upload it together. Yeah. So that's what I'll do then. That's fine. But, yes, Tekking is the prince that was promised. I'm a prince! No, I'm a king. Yeah. I want to see you do 3-sword style, 3,000 worlds. Alright, hold on a second. In the substitute of katanas, I'm going to be using an Expo marker, a pen, and a Sharpie. So, we can just... Ichidai Shanshin! Dai Sensekai! There you go, and you've seen it now. Now, if Zoro tried that, half of my wall would be obliterated at the moment, right? Mineta can utilize this quirk to get through a maze and inflated balls to get gear 3rd attacks. Ooh, that's a good idea. That's way cooler, yeah. This is really handy if you want to draw on your face. for videos, and you want something easy to wash off, just use an Expo dry erase marker. Because whenever you see me with, like, things drawn on my face, like, I just use this, and it just get one of, like, a makeup removing pad or whatever, and it just wipes right off. Very handy. Better than a Sharpie. If I drew on myself as much as I did with a Sharpie, it probably would have, that would have been way more of a pain in the ass to get stuff off of me. I used to do that all the time when I was at work. When I was bored at work, I would just take a Sharpie out of the drawer and just draw on my hand. And my boss would see me do that, and she's like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "I don't know, I'm just drawing, dude." And she's like, "Go do something, Matt. Go put cans out on a shelf or something." I'm like, "I already did that, Jess." It's like, well, you need to do something. And just sitting there. Like, she was really cool with most of the shit I did. But whenever I was just sitting around blatantly just doing something, like drawing on my hand while I'm working on the clock, it's like, okay, I'll find something for you to do, for the love of God. My hero just got real. Need video. Yeah, well, we'll see where this goes. I want to plan this out. See where this arc is going. What do you not like about One Piece? I've said it before. What I don't really... What I would like to happen more is a chapter or two of the Straw Hats just hanging out on the Sunny. Just getting, just so we could see what their dynamic is together and everything. Like, they're a super close-knit family, but we don't really get to see them mingling so often. The anime actually handles that a lot better. Maybe that was Oda's original idea. Like, I can't depict every single time they sit down for dinner. I'm like, that's fine. And maybe he just thought, maybe the anime will fill in the gaps there. But it would be cool to see it. Congratulations on 400k. Thank you, Kool-Aid. Have you seen the Ace versus Natsu death battle? I've seen both of those. I've seen both of them. They were good. Have you heard of a 90s band called Gorillaz? No, but I heard of Godzilla. And Godzilla's coming out soon. Saw the trailer for that last night, too. That was looking epic as shit. I want to see Mothra. Who else is pumped for Mothra? Just crickets in the background, like, chip, 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 chip. I need a pet cricket. I need a pet cricket just to keep next to me in a jar so I could just... I have the sound effect. But I need an actual cricket. That would make it funnier. Have you ever heard of a YouTuber called Jax Played? I think I have. Can you hear it? Try that again. There you go. So, yeah. But yeah, I've heard of Jax Blade before. I don't think I've ever watched him, but that name does sound familiar. You both make cheesy jokes, both like anime, tits, and ass. I'm not a huge ass. Actually, I am getting more into the ass, I will admit. More into the ass guy. And you both like One Piece. Well, that seems like a nice guy. We should collab sometimes. Yeah. Actually, speaking of, hold on. That Sabrina Unplugged episode, I actually took 2 images of that. So, hold on a second. Let me show you the other one. Okay, so that was the first one, right? That was the first one there. And that was the second one. So, yeah, there you go. All right, so there's that. Anime ideas for your parody. A group of nerds are the only ones that are able to handle the sudden addition of some fantasy elements that has been introduced. Of course, side plots, but that is the main. Yeah, I came up with like 10. I don't know if I'm going to keep it at 10 or if I'm going to come up with a few more. Because there's like, when they make videos about like, here are all the anime in the summer, like, or this particular season, there's like more than 10 anime. It's usually a lot of anime that come out each season. And that's a lot harder than it looks, because it's like, I don't think I could physically sit down and watch, like, let's say there were 15 new anime coming out. I don't know if I could physically sit down and just watch 15 anime back-to-back. It would have, like, the first episodes of 15 anime back-to-back. It would have to be, like, over a course of several days, and I'd have to write a script out to remember, because I'm not going to be able to remember each and every one. It's a lot more that goes into that than you think. But yeah, these ones I'm just making up, so yeah. Oh, there's a lot of meat in the chat. All right, I like me some meat. I didn't even know there was a mutton emoji. Somebody use the most obscure emojis you can find. I don't want to see any smiley face. I don't want to see any smiles or if at all. I want to see any eggplants. I don't want to see any fires to indicate how lit this is. I don't want to see any volcanoes as a allegory for your Johnsons exploding vanilla ice cream everywhere. I want to see obscure ass emojis. I want to see emojis so damn weird. There you go. Okay, let's try to figure. Let's play like an emoji thing here. Mushrooms get angry at merry-go-rounds that Tengus and Kappas ride on. See, that's the thing I want to see about that. You know, like Toad from Super Mario. Ring the bell. Oh, why isn't the nuclear death emoji used more often? That seems like a cool one. Let's see. The stock market crashing. Computer and a stock market is... No, it's increasing. These are the weird new moon with faces. All right. Cherries. The shooting star. I missed that one. This is a spider web. A Tengu and a clown get caught in a spider web. They use a fountain pen to escape. So there you go. Let's see. Hey, a floppy disk. Most people probably never even used one of those things in here. If you're over the age of, like, if you were born before 2000, you probably never even used a floppy disk before. Ones that are actually floppy. I don't think I've ever even used a floppy disk that was actually floppy. Let's see. Kaba. Mahjong. There's a Mahjong emoji. Alright. These are some weird... Peace water closet. Now they're just like wacky arrows and like recycle. What's it? Gun. Oh, there's a gun emoji. We need to keep the gun emoji off of YouTube. Why does YouTube provide that? That seems counterintuitive, really. There's a website. I forget the name of the website. Just Google like YouTube emoji lists, and it'll actually give you which emojis work on YouTube. Like you can actually put in your titles of your videos. I've actually used it quite a few times. I used it for the charity streams. I used it for the little angels that appear on the charity streams. That's a sick emoji. That literally, it's an emoji that is sick. And a spider. There's butterflies and spiders that are fighting against sick people. Okay, cool. There's the Om symbol. That's a fish cake. Thought balloon. A bug. What kind of bug is that? That is not a bug, sir. That is a centipede. And centipedes are myriapods. They are not bugs, sir. Sword and gun. Gun is greater than sword. I like that. I like that. Bunny versus dragon. I like that. Oh, that's a tough one. Yin and yang. Yeah, there's some weird ass emojis. You know when they came up with these, it's just like there's so many of these. It's like there's no way you're ever going to like use some of them. Yeah. Hurricane across the world. Tongue. It's Japan, I could tell. I could see Honshu. How's the weather? It's cold and rainy. It's been very weird. The weather here hasn't been, like, super hot, so unbearably so. It's basically just ranging from adequate, like, nice spring weather, like in the 60s, you know, and it gets to, like, the 40s and rainy and cold at night. So, like... Today, I worked on that fire pit this morning, and it was fairly warm outside. It wasn't, like, you know, sweltering, but it was warm. It was, like, in the 60s. So I worked on that this morning, and it was sunny. And then I had to go to Walmart. I had to get a few things. I had to come back. I had to unload a few things, and I went in here and worked on something. And then around 6, I was like, all right, I'm going to go outside, and I'm going to start working on that again. And I go out outside, and it's, like, super dark and cloudy, and it's like not raining, but it's just like little sprinkles, and it's windy and it's cold, and I'm like, jeez, what the fuck? And I ran back inside. I'm like, come on, it was only like an hour. How the hell did that happen? You know, yandere. I like that one. I like that one. You guys have fun with your emojis. You guys have fun. You know what? Screw it. I'll join in. All right, what's the most obscure emoji I can find on here? Let's see. What do I got? What do I got here? Let's see. I don't know what the hell that is, or... Oh, that's like an old school hourglass one. We'll throw a typewriter in there, and a post office, and a pencil. Yeah! That works. Okay, go away now, emojis. Okay. Uh oh yeah, the geography is everything emoji. It exists, but only for members. It only exists for members. Oh my god, I have to. Okay, so they changed it around. You used to be able just to become a member, and now they changed it where you have to, by the end of May, you have to add a perk or all of your members are immediately removed. And I'm like, all right, kind of weird that you would introduce that feature and then change it, but okay. So I got to think of a perk to introduce in order to keep it. I'll come up with something. It'll be like maybe like a live stream a certain time of the month or something. We won't see a sequel for the Emoji Movie. You know, okay, these movies are not like hard to come up with an idea for. You know, like the Emoji Movie, Pixels. Remember Pixels with freaking Adam Sandler? You know, like it's not hard to come up with a movie concept that involves emojis. You just gotta do it badass, you know? You just gotta be like the emojis, like, okay, here are these emojis living on this side of the world, and then they're the emojis living on the other side of the mountain, and they're fighting, and there's like blood and gore, and there's like giant emoji dragons attacking and everything. Like, you could make this work. It's possible to make an hour-and-a-half movie about anything entertaining if you just play with it enough, you know? I never saw the Emoji Movie. It might have been really good. I saw the Lego Movie, and I thought that was really good. So, yeah. Have you ever done the D&D game you were talking about? No, I haven't. But my friends Rob and Kennedy, they said they might be into it. They've never played it before, but they're into it. My friend Casey and Zach are into it. So, you know, if we ever find a place to do it, the problem is my house is pretty cramped and kind of out in the middle of nowhere. So, you know. Might be able to do it here. I don't know. Much spider and rhino milk to you, Tekking Senpai. That's actually what I'm drinking right now. It's actually spider and rhinoceros milk mixed together. Oh, that's chunky. Good, though. Good source of protein. Ugh. I'm a chameleon. I can blend into the background. Hold on. As I was saying, I can blend into the background. Whoa! I can blend into the background with the background. Access to my thumbnails. That's... Now, you could do that already. Go on just Google and type in thumbnail downloader, and you can download thumbnails. Oh, God, Chunky. Why the description? I don't know. Hi, Tekking Chat. What's your opinion on Game of Thrones Season 8? I like it, but I'm pretty pissed that they wrapped up the Night King plot as quickly as they did. Like, it was kind of shitty, considering this is something that's been built up since Season, like, 2, when they saw, like, the end of Season 2. You got to see those giant, like, armies of White Walkers just marching, and you're like, holy crap, it's gonna be crazy when that finally happens. And it's, okay, one episode, which granted it's the longest episode I think in the television show's history. One episode, there's a fight, Night King dies, not everybody lives, a lot of people die, but, you know, it's just one episode and it's over and he's dead now. And it's like, shit, that sucks. You know. But hey, I mean, you know, if I was going to be my way, it was going to be like the whole I thought it was going to be, the way I thought they were going to handle it was like this, alright? This is how I thought they were going to handle this, because I knew seasons 7 and 8, they were going to be beyond the books and television show, just making, I mean, George R.R. Martin maybe laid out a few things, but, you know, the television show just kind of takes away and does whatever. I thought season 7 was going to be, alright, season 7 is going to be all about fighting Cersei and that war. And it was a little bit. And then season 8 is going to be nothing but the White Walkers. Like, the White Walkers are going to invade Winterfell, and they're going to retreat back to King's Landing, and then Cersei's army and then the army in the north, they have to work together to defeat them all, and there's going to be this big epic final battle at, like, King's Landing. That's what, honestly, I was thinking about. I thought that the White Walkers were going to fucking just storm and just take over, like, half of Westeros, and then, like, the final battle at King's Landing, like, you got Cersei's army and the Golden Company, and you got Daenerys, and you got Jon, you got everybody working together in one giant army fighting against the White Walkers, and that was going to be like a 2-episode fucking thing, just of that alone, and then you could have the last episode wrapping everything up in the end of the show, and then who's going to be the king after that, like Cersei dies in the process or whatever, you know, like whatever. That's what I was expecting, but yeah, I haven't seen it yet. Thanks, Matt. You're welcome. I'm sorry, but I really was kind of, you know, it's just jostling, you know, it's just like, it's over. All that, the plot about the Night King and everything, it's done. I'm like, all right, I guess. Read the books. I guess the books are gonna, that's the one piece of solace here, is that the books are gonna handle this a lot better. Here's my question about Game of Thrones, though. Here's my question. It seems like they're in a rush to get it done, but at the same time, it's like maybe the contracts of the actors are running out or something, or some of the principal actors don't want to do it anymore. Maybe that's a reason. But that's like HBO's flagship show. That's like the show that gets like the most views and the most money. You'd think that they would not want to hurry it up. Like, okay, they caught up to the books. You'd think they'd be like, all right, let's not hurry this along and end it as quickly as possible. Let's just, you know, drag it out for longer because we need this show. You'd think that would be the case. But maybe it's a situation with the actors. Maybe the actors are like, their contracts are running out or something, and it's like, hey, yeah, I don't want to be part of this show anymore, and it's like a character like you can't just kill off. I mean, you could, but it wouldn't be a very good character. It's like 5 principal actors are all leaving. Like, oh shit, well, we can't have a show without them. We might as well. They have no material. Oh, bullshit! You can't sit down and figure out, like, okay, here's 10 episodes. There's 6 seasons and 5 books to work off of on how these characters act, how their development goes, what their character arc is. You can't tell me they can't sit down and they can't draw out an entire season of filler material. Not filler material, but you know what I mean, like, how the rest of the seasons work. Just do that. I think they could do it. But whatever. I'll read the, the USB thing. That's in a box over there underneath. That's with all my fan mail right now. It's under a box of things. I'll read it next time I do the, fan mail episode. So, and I have a few pieces of fan mail. I've got a few letters I got. I actually got one yesterday. But when I get enough more fan mail, I'll do another fan mail video because I gotta go through, super chats here. And there were probably a few of those accrued that I did not see ever since my computer froze. Let's see. I read that one. Let me just go back a little. Oh, right, because the stream reset. Shit, I have to go back and the guy who can walk get very old, I guess. I suppose. But then again, they could just say, oh, 2 years passed. I'm like, okay. 400K. I'm just as flabbergasted as you guys, dude. Seriously. All right. All right. Here they are. Let's see. Yeah, there's a few of them. Have you seen K Project? No. Here, have this, gave it to me for free. $2. Thank you, Eins. Best One Piece arc to feel better after bad news. I like Drum Island, but maybe it's not free. If you just want like a happy arc where happy things happen, I don't know. Sabaody. Nothing bad happens in Sabaody. Here, Tekking, you missed my last super chat. Hey, Tekking, have you seen K? Oh, that was the K Project one. Yeah, I haven't seen it. Yeah, The Diamond is Unbreakable hardcover. Yeah, I read that one. Thank you for getting me into Dr. Stone. It's a good manga to get into. You're welcome. Let's see. Will you do Bleach videos on filler arcs? I already did a Bout one, but I had to delete it. I was thinking about maybe going back to it at some point and redoing it, like a compressed version. Who knows? Congrats on 400k subs and 40k subs on the Tekking101 channel. Thank you, Auto Ops. Auto Ops, I get it. Well, I'm discussion videos. I'm at work, and it gets me through the 10-hour shifts. See, that's the stuff I'm glad about. You know, I'm like, when I read videos like... Sorry, let me throw up the comments here really quick. That's the stuff I love when I read comments like that. Like, hey, Tekking, I'm having a shitty day at work or a shitty day at school, and, you know, I watched your videos, helped me get through a shift. You know, that makes me feel like I succeeded at something, you know? I don't need to be Mr. 20 bajillion subscribers, but as long as I did that, I feel like I carried the day. You know, that was my accomplishment on YouTube. Thank you, Cameron, for the 5. Admiral Green Bull equals Odin. Compare silhouettes. I know. They're very similar. Oh my god, if it turned out that to be the case, that would be fucking crazy. But I guess you can't roll it out. Favorite Bount, Zanpakuto, Spirit, and Fraxion. I read that one. Well, my favorite Bount is Koga. Zanpakuto, Spirit is probably... Wabisuke's look pretty badass. Gonorimaru's was good too, though. I think I go Wabisuke just because the way it looked. And Fraxione, my favorite Fraxione was probably Tesla because of his name. If that doesn't count, then I go with Higio Vega, also because of his name. Findor was cool, too. Crab dude. Let's see. I made you a song as a present. Oh, thank you, Justin. I'll go check that out later. Been a huge fan since the first One Piece video. Have you watched... I read all these ones, didn't I? Yeah. Okay, here we go. Here are the newer ones. Jetpunk.com, all characters in One Piece. Oh, okay. That would be cool to do. Oh, I think I know what kind of thing that is. I think I know that website. Please read part of the PDF. I just email you in Tekking101. I'm doing the super chats right now. I'm sorry. I got a lot of them. John Wick for $1. Hey, bruv, congratulations on 400k. Have you seen the Ace versus Nuts? Okay, I read that one. Where did I leave off here? There was a point where I left off when my freaking mouse froze. When is the next Geography is Everything? I usually have been doing them like once a week or so. 90s band called Gorillaz. Yeah, I've read that one. Watch Black Clover. That's pretty explicit. Yes, I'm up to date with Black Clover. Master Orochi. That was awesome. Thank you. Monster Master Orochi. Yes. Thought on Revelry versus Revelry, according to the last anime episode. Well, it's really just comes down to pronunciation. They're pronounced the same. Because L's and R's are pronounced pretty much the same. So, does the way it's spelled really matter? Like, if you want to spell it with an R, do it. If you want to spell it with an L, fine. It's pronounced the same way regardless, so I don't really care. I've been calling it Reverie for literally years, so I'm just going to keep with Reverie. If you want to spell it levelly with an L, go ahead. It's fine. I think he's not reading the live chat anymore. I am. I'm just kind of bouncing back and forth here. Oh, and check it out. Now I have two hands on this side. Wait, where's the other one? Where's my other hand? Oh, there it is. Okay, there we go. Oh, man, this is really a stretching opera. I guess I can't do it. I guess I can't do two at once. Come on. Oh, there we go. There we go. Oh, I have no idea what's going on right now in Black Clover. Like, the whole thing with who leaked is and where the backstories of the elves. It's confusing as shit right now, but it looks cool, and that's what matters. Any UK fans here? Probably. Who do you think would win in a fight? Whitebeard in his prime versus Kaido in Dragon Awakened form. Whitebeard in his prime stomps, like, a lot of people. So I would probably go with Whitebeard in his prime. Which GOT character would you beat in a fistfight? Tyrion? I guess. Like, Tyrion or, like, I want to say Bran, but that's just mean. Because Bran wouldn't even fight back. You know, he doesn't fight back. It's his thing. He just kind of hangs out in his wheelchair, like... You know, like, I would go up and punch him, and he would just be like... I know why you did that. And I forgive you. Like, ah! You know, like... So Tyrion, I guess, you know, but... Not much of an accomplishment there. You know if One Piece will have more new dubbed episodes? It will. I think it's just because there's so many other projects coming down from Funimation that they shelve One Piece a lot. And I don't know why that is, because One Piece is pretty popular, but maybe it's just like, instead of working on this project, we'll work with another project. Then they usually come back to One Piece and work on that for a few months, release a few more DVDs, and then come back to it. It might be based on DVD sales. I don't know what it's based on. I don't know what project they kind of push to the forefront. The Mountain. Gregor Clegane. Yeah, I can beat the Mountain. I could beat the shit out of the Mountain. Did you guys see that? I actually took a picture with the Mountain in the last, not the last con I went to, but Steel City Con in lovely Monroeville, Pennsylvania. Do I have the picture on here? I think I have it. I have it on my phone for certain. All right, I'll send it to you. We can make it Tekking101. There's already a Tekking101, which I feel like is close enough and more appropriate considering I live so close to there. It's weird. I didn't even know it was called Tekko, and just I went there and I'm like, okay, there's an anime convention with Tekking in it. That's yeah, man. This guy's cosplay was so fucking on point. I love going to cons and just getting pictures with people. It's awesome. No, I already showed you my hole. I was like, there you go. Send me that instead. Okay, cool. Cool. I'd go to a Tekking101. I guess I would, too. If there was a Tekking101 in existence, I guess I would be obligated to go to it, you know? That's a good way, I guess, to get people's attention, you know? Just like, I'm gonna make DeppCon. It's all about Johnny Depp. I'd be like, well, Johnny Depp, you're kind of obligated to go to it. Otherwise, you're just kind of an asshole. You know what I mean? Good old Johnny Depp. Is there a new Pirates movie coming out? Another one? What are we up to now? 5? And like the third one was supposed to be the last one? Why is One Punch Man chapter 108? Because Murata loves to do really long chapters sometimes, and sometimes it takes weeks, maybe even months to get it out. But you know what? You be okay with that, because when you do get it, it's fucking phenomenal. Yep. Okay, so this is when I went to Steel City Con in December. And let me rotate it here. Yeah. This guy was legit. And you know what? He didn't even say a word. Because the actor that plays Braun, Jerome Flynn, he was actually at Steel City Con. I saw him. I didn't get his autograph or anything, but I did see him. He was actually walking. He was like closing up his autograph session. I looked in the room and he was just there. So I saw him. It was cool. But I walked up to this guy, and because Braun was there were a lot of people cosplaying as Braun. So I immediately assumed he was Braun. And I'm like, oh, wait, no, shit. You're not Braun. You're the Hound. And he's like, mm-hmm. And then he just... That's my dad. Now, although I have been told my dad kind of resembles Sean Bean, who plays Ned Stark. Yeah. Legit does not define. It does in my vocabulary. Speaking of which, I still need to do my Japanese for tonight. I didn't do it last night. Gotta keep it up. How long have I been going? Well, I've been going for about 2 hours if you combine both streams. So this is pretty good. Give us some good books to read. I'm reading right now Never Grow Up, which is the biography of Jackie Chan. Autobiography, really, because he wrote it with Zhu Mo. Yes. But that's a good one. What else do I have right now? There's, A Night, if you like Game of Thrones, A Night of the Seven Kingdoms is good. That's a great one. Other than that, I've just been basically reading manga and D&D books has been, and Japanese, and a bunch of shit to learn Japanese. That's basically what I've been doing the last few months. I'm drunk, thanks. Has Toei contacted you to do Orochi yet? Unfortunately, no, and Funimation hasn't contacted me either, man. I would do it. I'd do it. Do you think a current Straw Hat will ever eat a devil fruit? Yeah, I would hope that would happen. Maybe with Carrot. Even though she's not an official Straw Hat, she is an official Straw Hat in my book. No, you know what would suck? What if Funimation, when they get to Wano, the guy that they get to dub Orochi tries to do it in this voice? It's not me, but they get somebody else, and they're like, we want you to do the voice like that. Like Mr. Crocker from Fairly Odd Parents, like, yeah. And they do it, and everyone's like, bullshit, you know? We would know. We would know at that point. We would know. What do you think the love child of Dr. Ooh, what was that? What do you think the love child of Dr. Fran and Dr. Stein would look like? P.S. I saw your old video on Frank and Fran and read the whole series. Thanks. Well, you're welcome for the nightmares. It would be, if it was a girl, it would be an adorably demented little girl. And if it was a boy, it would turn out to be like a serial killer, probably. Yeah. If you could, actually, you know, it would be like Toga if it was a girl from My Hero Academia, and it would be like, who's a psychotic little boy from manga and anime I can think of right now? Just insert psychotic little boy and just take it away from there. Oh, yeah, did you hear Murata's dad passed away? Yes, I did. I didn't hear about that, though, until after I uploaded the video, and people were posting about it on the video, like, Murata's dad passed away. And I'm like, oh, shit, really? And I went and checked. I'm like, yeah, he did. I'm like, damn it, that sucks. So, yeah, Murata, you take as much time as you need, buddy. We can wait. Family comes first. Be with your family. Put everything on hold. It's cool. Nozarashi has almost 200k in 3 weeks. Bleach still lives. I am surprised by that, and I'm very glad that that got decent views. I am very happy that it did as well as it does. What are your thoughts on rising isekai genre? I like it. More isekai, the better. I don't think it was meant to be taken literally, that the smile production forcibly make people to smile. I don't think that was supposed to be taken literally. More like a figurative thing. Yeah, and Power Rangers Ninja Storm actor died today, too. That was the first thing I read when I woke up this morning. I was on Facebook, and I'm like, the freaking red Power Ranger from Ninja Storm died, and I immediately went and watched the Ninja Storm opening. Ninja Storm was the last Power Rangers season I watched all the way through when I was a little kid. I started with In Space, and when I was 5, and watched Lost Galaxy, Lost Galaxy, Wild Force, Lightspeed Rescue. I'm forgetting Lightspeed Rescue. Lost Galaxy, Lightspeed Rescue, then Time Force, then Wild Force in 2002, and then 2003 when I turned 10, Ninja Storm. That was like the last one I watched when I was 10. That was when I started to kind of outgrow Power Rangers. Like, I wasn't like enjoying it as much anymore, you know, like I started skipping episodes and stuff. Yeah, and I watched a little bit of Dino Thunder, like the first few episodes, but I just wasn't into it, and that's kind of where I stopped watching Power Rangers. Actually, I shouldn't say that, though, because for a few years after that, I watched, like, the first episode of every new season to see if I would like it. So, I watched the first episode of SPD, and I'm like, I didn't like the setting. Then I watched the first episode of Mystic Force in 2006, and I thought I would like it because it's all about magic and shit. And it wasn't bad. I liked it more than SPD, but it was like, I just couldn't get into it. I was just getting too old, you know? I was like 13 at that point. It was just like, there was a point in my life, and I think everybody goes through this. There's a point when you're a child and you love watching cartoons and shit, and then there's a point in your, like, development where you just feel like, RPM, no, I didn't watch RPM. I didn't watch anything after Mystic Force, so I didn't even bother watching Overdrive or Jungle Fury or RPM. Until later. But anyway, there's a point where I think you get when you're like 11, 12, 13, 14, where you just like, oh, that's childish. That's kid stuff. I'm not into that anymore. And then you go through a few years of being an angsty teenager, and then it loops back around, and then it's just like, by the time I was like 17, 18, I was watching fucking cartoons again. I was like 17 years old. I'm like, fuck this shit, I'm watching Power Rangers again. And then anime, that's when I started getting like, no, I watched anime all the way through. Anime was consistent. I never got tired of anime. I got a little burnt out on Yu-Gi-Oh, but I still watched anime all the way through. But by the time I was like 17, 18, and I was kind of getting out of my teenage angst, I was like, okay, now I can, yes, who gives a shit? I'm watching SpongeBob, you know, like, whatever. So, yeah. Yeah, we all went through like a little phase like that, where it's just like, you know, because you're going through puberty. You know all the crazy hormones and chemicals and shit that are going on in your body when you're going through puberty? You tend to make decisions that aren't that rational. How's Casey doing? She's good. She got married last month. On my birthday, actually. Her and Zach got married. They didn't have like a ceremony, like an actual ceremony or anything. They didn't really, they're not really into that kind of stuff. So they just got married at the courthouse. And it was a nice ceremony. And they're having like a reception party next month. And that's the one everybody's going to, which I actually need to text her about that if she wants, like, if like what the dress code of that is going to be, if want to be suit and tie and all that. So yeah, they ended up getting their marriage certificate though on my birthday, and she's like, yeah, it was just like the only day that we were both free and that we could go get it. You know, we were available to do it. And I'm like, hey, it's a good day to get married. You know, I think that's April 24th. Good day. Good day all around. I've always enjoyed it, you know. Just wait, there will be a Power Rangers show with a chick as the Red Ranger and a guy as the Pink Ranger. They tried to do the girl Ranger, Red Ranger in SPD, because there were two sets of Power Rangers in SPD. There was the B squad or whatever, and then there was the A squad that basically just had the Power Rangers in space helmets, but with like battle armor and shit on. But yeah, they actually had to fight to make that work too. They actually had to fight. This was like 2005 when that came out. Yeah, it was 2005. They had to fight to get a woman as the Red Ranger there. And it was like a big deal. I think when we found out it was a girl, like all of the people in the actual Ranger squad were like, you're the Red Ranger and you're a girl? You know, like, you know, you're breaking so many rules with this, you know? Crossinge is good? Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to make fairy tale videos. Don't worry about that. Samurai had a girl Red Ranger. Yes, Samurai did as well. But the first one I remember is from SPD. Samurai, though, yes, also had a girl Red Ranger. But she only showed up until... She wasn't the Red Ranger throughout the whole season, though. That would be cool to see. But, yeah, she showed up near the end, I think, that Red Ranger. She showed up near the very end of Samurai, and she's like, yeah, I'm the real Red Ranger. And I'm like, oh, okay. And then I think she was the Red Ranger for, like, a few episodes, and then it's just like... Yeah, the actual guy, Jaden, or whatever his name is, he deserves to be the real samurai. I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. So it didn't last for very long. It lasted like 5 episodes. Yeah, that's what I figured. And she died. Did she die? In real life or in the show? I don't remember. I never watched these seasons all the way through. I watched Linkara's like recaps on the Power Ranger seasons to kind of figure out what I'm missing and stuff. Because Power Ranger seasons run long, guys. They run really long, and there's so many episodes that are just filler. Like, so many episodes. Like, 50 episodes a season, you could probably whittle that down to 20 in terms of, like, what's actually relevant to the plot. You know, like, there's a lot of filler in Power Rangers. There always has been. You know, it's just like, you know, you'll have episodes that focus on the actual villains doing their stuff. Like, okay, we're actually starting our next stage of attack. But then you'll just have an episode where, like, the Blue Ranger's dating this girl. Oh no, a monster is trying to ruin their date. Come on, guys, let's morph. Do, 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 do. And then that's the end of the episode. You know, like, yeah, we get a lot of that shit. Why don't you read about explanations of dreams? Well, for one thing, I don't really believe that dreams have any larger significance than being dreams, than just being, like, a bunch of memories compressed together, mixed with, like, things that you're going on in your life, and just jumbled together in a crazy mishmash pattern, and that's what they are. But I did buy a dream encyclopedia. I gave it to my boss, because she was into that whole thing. Like I keep dreaming that my reoccurring dreams that I usually find myself in are fighting bears or nuclear death. You know, like every once in a while, every month or so, I'll have like a nuclear death dream. But I'm not thinking like, well, for one thing, I'm not sitting here like, yeah, there's actually going to be nuclear death. And if there was, it's like, what am I going to do about it? You know, what the fuck am I going to do? Shit, if an atom bomb goes off or the Yellowstone caldera erupts and wipes out all of like 80% of the United States, I'm like, I can't do anything to prevent that. Yeah, both of those dreams just mean you're a virgin. All right, every dream I have just means I'm a virgin. What did I dream about last night? You ever have that moment where you wake up and it's just like you remember the dream and it's like, I remember that dream. It was about and then it's just gone and you'll never remember it. I had that this morning. Yeah, I don't remember. I haven't had anything crazy happen to me in the last few weeks, dream-wise. Not really. But do you ever have to fight nuclear bears? No, although now that you said that, see, a lot of times whenever I'm worrying about something in my day, that's what the dream will be later that night. Like, if I'm really worried about, okay, when I went to Techo this year, Pittsburgh, this was the first time I was driving in Pittsburgh by myself. I've been there many times, so I know how to drive in Pittsburgh, but first time I've ever been driving by myself to Pittsburgh. So, and it's a big city, and it's just like I had the dream the night before where I'm driving around Pittsburgh and get lost, or like it's just like the map is all like a freaking MC Escher drawing, and it's like stairs and it's like highways that go up into the sky and shit. And so that's the kind of dreams I usually have. Can Boku no Hero characters fight with Bleach ones? Sure! They can fight with them. Doesn't mean they're gonna win, but Bakugo can go up against Kenpachi if he really wants to. He's not gonna win, though, but he could go up against him. MC Escher map of Pittsburgh. Yep, and you misspelled Pittsburgh. There's an H on the end, idiot. Nah, most people don't get that. We spell things weird in Pennsylvania. So Pittsburgh has an H on the end of it. But Ebensburg, which is the town that's closest to where I live, this is where I used to work and went to school at, it has a burg, but it doesn't have an H on the end of it. Make up your fucking mind, Pennsylvania. Have you read the manga Grand Blue? No, I haven't. Watch Gravity Falls. I have, in its entirety. I enjoyed it. But yeah, we've been going up about 3 hours now. Not 3 hours, but no, yeah, kind of close to it, because I think it was like an hour and 50 minutes in the first part, and this is about 45. Be ending this soon. Go and eat some dinner. What am I going to have for dinner tonight? I don't know. I was going to make Sloppy Joe today, and I focused on working on the fire pit instead, which I'm glad I did that. But I don't know if I want to make Sloppy Joe tonight. I could. I mean, it's whatever. I don't usually go to bed till like 1 o'clock anyway. Chicken! I had chicken last night. I had Chick-fil-A. Have waffles for dinner. I was an idiot. I was in Subway today. I should have gotten a foot long, you know, for Subway. I should have gotten like just a foot long. That's what I usually do. Eat part of it then and then have the rest for dinner. But I was like, oh no, I'm gonna make fucking Sloppy Joe tonight. It doesn't take very long to make Sloppy Joe. I can just go do that. Lobster. Still haven't had lobster yet. The quest continues. I'll just make my own. I'll go out and catch my own lobster. I'm going to Maine, guys! Who the hell has dinner at 9 o'clock? Me, like every night. Here's how my schedule works, okay? I wake up usually around 8:30 to 9 o'clock. Probably closer to 9 o'clock is usually when I wake up. I have a croissant for breakfast. Every now and then I might have like a proper breakfast. I'll make some scrambled eggs and some sausage and whatnot. Usually it's just peanut butter sandwich or it's a croissant or something, just light. And that's breakfast. Lunch I usually have around 1 o'clock, and it's usually like a microwavable hamburger, but I make them, they're really delicious hamburgers, and you add, like I usually add onions and pickles and all these fixins to it, and lettuce and tomato, and it tastes so delicious. It's a Tekking burger, and you gotta toast your buns. That's the key to making a good burger. Make sure you toast your buns beforehand, okay? You get a good burger then. And then I have dinner, not really dinner, but I usually eat again around 5 o'clock. And then I'll eat again around like 9 or 10 o'clock. Yeah, so I basically have 4 meals a day. But my first meal is usually not a real meal. Like my breakfast this morning was just a croissant, and that was it. I don't know if that really counts as a breakfast, you know? Yeah, I live around Johnstown. I was there a few days ago, actually. It's where some of my friends live. Uh, that sounds like Orlumbus's day. Yes, because I follow in the footsteps of Orlumbus. He's taking a hobbit. I don't know, 5'5". Does that count as a hobbit and a half? 5'5" and a half. You ever read manhwa? Yeah, from time to time. You're pretty skinny, Matt. Do you have a fast metabolism? Yeah, I have my whole life. I have. There's some days where I eat like a pig. There are some days where I eat like fast food and just nothing even remotely healthy, and I'll wake up the next day and I'll be somehow zero point 0.2 ounces lighter or some shit. And I'm like, how the f did that happen? How? How? I had a quarter pounder and a Chick-fil-A and like a pile of fries yesterday and eggs for breakfast. How the hell did I lose weight after that? You know? Though I do get out. Like today I was like shoveling a giant hole. Not a giant hole, but I was shoveling a hole and I was moving stuff around and building a fire pit. And I go for walks and I do a little basketball dribbling and all that stuff. So I get out there. Genetic, pretty much. Though my dad's side of the family does have that kind of like, yeah, my dad's he just turned 60 last year and he has a little bit of a gut. So that might happen to me later. I'm fading away. Are you sure you're not a halfling? Maybe. I'd be okay if I was a halfling. I would announce myself as a halfling. I was looking at the books, and I'm thinking, if I am going to be in D&D, because what we were thinking about is, because there's a guy that my friend Rob knows that's like a professional DM that we might get, because if he's not DMing, then I would DM, but I've never DM'd before. I think I'd be alright. I think I'd be okay, because I'm making up stories and bullshit. That's kind of what I do already, so yeah. But I was thinking if I was going to play a character, if I wasn't going to DM the first run out, half-elf sorcerer. I was looking at that. Half-elf sorcerer. I'm thinking that looks pretty damn cool. Sorcerers seem pretty sweet. I want to be a spellcaster. And that's one thing I love about 5th edition is, like, they give you so many, like, not just 5th edition. It was ever since the beginning. Like, there was more people than just wizards that can cast spells. But you got, wizards just have, I think, the largest, largest volume of, spells that you can pick from, but there's like warlocks and sorcerers and clerics, of course, and everything, and so many other kinds of creatures that can. What kind of sorcerer? Well, in the book, there was like a sorcerer. You can either be like a dragonkin, because the whole idea with a sorcerer is you get your powers from like some other source of magic. So you could be born like in the Dracokin or wild magic. And I thought the wild magic thing was cool because, hold on, let me read this for you here. Getting it's so much easier to get the D&D shit out now because I moved all the other books, my surplus of books downstairs. Hi, Jackie Chan. Wild magic is so much fun. Yeah, because what it is, in case you don't know, let me just read this for you here. In my shiny player's handbook. Alright, that's, okay, cleric, ranger. Who wants to play a ranger? Rangers seem like the most boring ones to me. Like, you could be a paladin, you could be a wizard, you could be a brave fighter, and just like, you're a ranger, you use a bow, who gives a shit. I'm just kidding. I just picked out Rangers. Rangers is like the least interesting one to me. But okay, sorcerers. Okay. Let's see here. Sorceress's origins. Okay. Different sorcerers claim different origins for their innate magic. Although many variations exist, most of these origins fall into 2 categories: a draconic bloodline and wild magic. Okay, so you could be born, like, of draconic origin, or you could have draconic blood in your ancestors, and that's where you get it. And that's cool, because you get, like, you know, based on the different dragon ancestry you have, like, if you were a gold dragon, you have a natural immunity to, like, fire. Or you do a certain damage to, like, fire. Or if you were a black dragon in your ancestry, you can have acid damage and shit. So that's cool. When you get, like, resilience against elements and various things. At 14th level, you gain the ability to sprout a pair of dragon wings so you can fly. That's pretty fucking cool, you know? So I was looking at that, and I was thinking, that's pretty damn cool. You could basically be a dragon sorcerer. That's pretty fucking dope. But then I lead Wild Magic. Wild Magic is fun for a different way. That's the thing about this. I really want to play this! I know you guys are like, play online. I'm like, I want to get together with a pair of friends, and I want to do this. So, I'm thinking if I want to play a character, you know, we can get this other guy to DM, who's like an expert DM that my friend Rob knows. And if it's Rob and Kennedy and my friend Casey and Zach, and then me, maybe I could bring someone. And my friend Phil would be down for it. My friend Phil plays games like this all the time. And then, yeah, that would be fun. I want to DM for Tekking so bad. Well, thank you guys. You care. You know what? It's just cool that I know I like bought the books and I know how to play the game, because I was always interested in D&D. Like, ever since I was like in high school, I was interested in it. My friends, though, in high school are not the kind of friends, like, they're cool, but there was, like, my one friend Phil that would probably be into it, but my other friends, like my friend Jesse, would not have been into D&D. My friend Jesse's into, like, old war movies and, like, documentaries and stuff. He would not be into the whole, you know, D&D thing. And my friend Chris, he's cool, but I don't think he would be into the whole, because being D&D, you gotta get into your character. Anybody that's played D&D knows you gotta actually, you know, you're not just creating a character on a board like, okay, this is my wizard, I use him to attack that guy, I guess. You know, no, you gotta act it out. You gotta, like, no, you're building a character. You need to, like, put your, you know, put personality and character arcs and a backstory into him. You can't just, like, okay, this is just a character on a freaking board. Here you go, like you're playing Monopoly. And I just think, like, yeah, I have a few friends that probably wouldn't be super as imaginative into it, if that makes sense, you know? Some people do be like that. Well, I would imagine you're doing it wrong if you do it like that, you know? Because that's half the fun, in my opinion. Yeah, you could do a World War II D&D scenario, but I want to do magic and shit. So, wild magic, though. Your innate magic comes from the forces of chaos that underline the order of creation. Already, you have me hooked. You might have endured exposure to raw magic. Okay, so it's like, maybe when you were a little kid, your mom or your dad, like, went crazy and, like, dipped you in, like, this magic, ethereal, cosmic goo, and that got you instead. Or you were cursed by a witch or something, and that's, something on you allows you to be opened up to wild magic. Starting when you choose the origin at first level, your spellcasting can unleash surges of untamed magic. Once per turn, the DM can have you roll a d20 immediately after you cast a sorcerer's spell. So you cast a spell like normal. It's like, roll a d20, and you get, like, a random table on some other random effect that happens, because it's just wild magic is just, you're low level and you don't really control it that well, so it's just boom, just shit happens. And if you roll a 1 on that d20, then you roll on the wild magic surge table to create another magical effect. If that effect is a spell, it is too wild to be affected by your meta magic, and if it normally requires concentration, it doesn't require concentration. Okay, so basically it's like you're using a spell. Like, I cast Mage Hand, or, you know, whatever. I just, like, okay, roll a d20, and if it comes up on 1, then anything on this table can happen. You roll a d100, and then it's just like, have fun. Anything on this table. Okay, let's say I roll, like, give me numbers. Give me numbers, 1 to 100. I'm completely lost right now. It's okay if you are. Killing someone with a grappling hook is fun. It's acting like you've been there before. You know, it's like, hey, I've been there, and it was something. 15. If I rolled a 15, for the next minute, you regain 5 hit points at the start of each of your turns. That's pretty cool. That's a regenerational thing. 24. Your skin turns a vibrant shade of blue. So that's a useless one. That's like, all right, whatever, it happens. It's something that's probably funny that happens to the party or whatever, but, you know. 67. You are frightened by the nearest creature until the end of your turn. Imagine if it was like a rabbit or something, like a cute little bunny. That would be awesome. That would be funny for the party. Like, oh my god, it's a rabbit, get it away from me, it's gonna suck out my soul. 82. You can take one additional action immediately. That's a useful one, because you're only limited like a certain number of actions per turn. You can levitate yourself. A unicorn controlled by the dungeon master appears in a space within 5 feet of you. It then disappears 1 minute later. So it's just like completely random shit. 72. You gain resistance to all damage for the next minute. That's an incredibly useful one, you know? If for the next minute you can see any invisible creatures. You cast the grease spell centered on yourself. You teleport up to 60 feet to an unoccupied space. So that just seems like a lot of fun to play around with. You know, you don't get the dragon wings, but I really like the dragon wings. I don't know what kind of sorcerer I'm going to be, but sorcerers are cool. And then, of course, you get the sorcerer's spells, which the sorcerer's spell layout, and I have a spell book over here. Not a spell book, but I have spell cards. Prismatic Spray. That seems like a cool move. I like Prismatic Spray. But, yeah, there's like a sorcery spell. Appendix, inspirational reading. Holy crap, there's little... They gave you some free character sheets at the end here. Are there any boob enhancement spells? See, that's the great thing about D&D. If there isn't, you can make one. Because if you're like a skilled wizard or a sorcerer, I think it's mostly with wizards. I think it's actually might be only with wizards. But if you're a wizard, I think you can actually make your own spells after a while. Like you can just, because wizards are like, you know, awesome. Yeah. Oh, and then you have to pick like your character's like job or like what they do. Are they a hermit? Are they a soldier? Are they a sage? You know. So I was gonna play a half-elf sorcerer that would have been an entertainer, because that would have been I could work with that. Personality, School of Necromancy. Yeah, so wizards, right here, wizards. This gentleman right here hanging out. How many rules are in 1 minute? I don't know. I guess it depends what's going on at that current point in time. When you reach 20th level, you gain mastery over 2 powerful spells and can cast them with little effort. I thought there was something in here that allowed you to create your own spells, though. I mean, within reason. I mean, if you just say, I create a spell that allows me to blow up the entire world whenever I say goober, I don't think the DM would write off on that, you know? Alright, but that's that. So, I could sit here reading that book all day. Which I might just do it. I might just do it. We can do a D&D stream. Seriously, we could just do a D&D. We can do a D&D stream where I just sit down and read D&D books and we talk D&D without actually playing D&D, because I've never played D&D before. But we could do that. Fuck yeah, we could do that. You could just tell me shit about the game, and it's like, did you know this? Did you know that? I like this. I like that. That would be cool. Kind of sad, but that'd be cool. You know? You need to play it. It's such a sweet game, yes. That shit sounds awesome. I love you. Just tell us D&D stories and shit. I've never played. I can make them up, though. So, before I leave now, I just wanted to bring up, so we did the 400k stream, and, you know, I'm gonna upload it later tonight. I'm gonna have to edit it into one part and then upload it as one thing. But we did the 400k stream. But there's another big event coming up pretty soon on the channel, and that'll be my 10-year anniversary on YouTube. I know. What the you know, like, God, that 10 years, that went by, like, it feels like a long time. It does. I can't say it was like, I remember that like it was yesterday, but I do remember it. Like, doesn't seem that foggy to me, but just thinking about all the stuff that's happened to me in 10 years, that's insane. But wow. So, May 29th is when I started the Tekking101 channel. I don't think it's the same day I uploaded my first video. I think that was like the beginning of June, but just to make, 10 years. May 29th, or that last week of May, because the last week of May is the 26th to the 31st. That's going to be like that's going to be like me nostalging the fuck out of my channel. Read my email now, for Pete's sake. Let me see. Hold on. Is it on my, oh, it's on this one instead. 420k. Tekking comments for, oh, this might be another long PDF. Insane Makayo Shin, you always send me the long PDFs. There's like 11 pages. There's like 29 pages here. That's a lot of stuff, dude. I'm sorry. I'm gonna. We've been going for 3 hours. I'm gonna end the stream. Maybe next time when I do the I don't know if it's gonna be next time, but when I do the next postal video, when we do fan mail, I'll maybe read part of this. But this is a lot of stuff to read, man. This is a lot of crap. Wait, a lot of this is just, wait, what? Okay, literally page 16 to 29 of this document is just a bunch of random numbers. Like, out of the movie, like, Knowing or something. That's literally all it is just numbers. Like, literally 10 pages of just numbers. 5, 6, 7, 3, 8, 3, 1, 6, 2, 4, 9, 9, 3, 2, 1. Is this pi? Is it pi? No, it's not pi. Oh, no, the first million digits of pi. Why? Why did you send me the first million digits of pi? I don't know, and that's a question I'll never know. I don't even know if I want to know the answer to that. Super chats, yeah, we'll do that too. Do you like Berserk? I don't think I've gotten too many since the last time I covered them, but I wanted to bring that up. I wanted to say, end of May, we're gonna do a Tekking101 10-year celebration thing. I'm gonna film like a few videos of myself just kind of going through the different eras of my channel, like one video for like the medieval era, one video for the Bleach era, and then one video for like now, and then we're gonna do question time, answer time again. I'll ask, I won't be able to answer every question because I would get so many. Like back in the day I used to answer every single one, but we'll do another edition of like answer time, and I'll just like I'll probably get hundreds of fucking questions, and I'll just pick out the ones that I've never answered before, the ones that seem the most interesting to me, and I'll do a video on that. So it'll just be that'll be like a proper celebration. I'm happy for 400,000, but that's gonna be like the big celebration for this month. I really wanted to do like a giveaway, but here's the thing: you got to be careful about that with YouTube, because there are rules on YouTube that actually are against things like gambling. So I was going to do a thing like, oh, I could do a giveaway where people could like send me comments about something and I just pick out a random comment and I give them something. But I don't think I'm allowed to do that because I think that technically counts as gambling, because you're making a I don't know if it counts as gambling or not. I have to look into. Honestly, I think I'm going to message my contact at YouTube. His name's Dominic. I think I'm going to message him and be like, hey, I'm doing this like 10-year anniversary thing. I want to like do a giveaway. I want to do like not a contest, more like a giveaway. That way I can just like pick like random people and just give them stuff, that way it's, quicker and easier and everything. But I want to ask him like, what am I allowed to do and what am I not allowed to do? Because I don't want to like do something like, hey guys, send in, this code to this email and I'll pick out 4 random people and send you this. But I don't know if I'm allowed to do that because the contests are one thing. I know I'm allowed to do that because you're like sending in entries and stuff in contests. It's not the same as just like, here's my random entry into a contest. I don't know. I think it would be okay. I'm pretty sure it'd be okay. But I am going to play this safe. I'm going to message Dominic and tell him, like, I think you can do, like, a raffle type thing. Yeah, I'm sure there's websites, and also you could do, like a raffle site or something, and we just pick out, like, and I could do it on stream. We could do a live stream at the end of the week, and I can just do a raffle and, like, that would actually be the easiest thing. What we could do is this. We could find a raffle website where you enter, and you can enter, make as many times as you want, and it's open to everybody, and then we have it opened all week, and then from like the 26th to the 31st or whatever, and then on the 31st I do a live stream, and we select the winner, and it would probably be like, at that point, if you can enter as many times as you want, it would probably be thousands of numbers, thousands of tickets, tens of thousands of tickets probably in this drawing. And then I'll pick like 5 people, maybe like 5 prizes, and then some consolation prizes and stuff like that. Maybe, you know, a fan finds and goes to your house. Your reaction? Lock the door and tell them that, hey, I appreciate you coming, but it's pretty weird for someone I don't know to just show up on my front door, so I'm sorry, but I'm not going to invite you into my house. I apologize. I'm sorry if that's weird. I don't think that's weird for somebody to show up to my front door and just be like, hey, I love your videos. Can we talk about One Piece? And be like, yeah, sure. What's that? Yeah, I think that would be the smart reaction, honestly. The Raftel Raffle. That's what we're calling it. That's what we're calling it. The Raftel Raffle. I gotta find a website. I'm sure there's a raffle website that we can do that on. And, yeah, and then you could just send in, you just like, oh, I'm ticket number 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, and then it's like you keep track of all your ticket numbers, and we pick random people, and there you go. I think that would be fun. I'm gonna talk to my guy at YouTube and see if that would be cool, if that would work, or if that counts as gambling, and I'm not allowed to do that. Okay, so, super chats, and then we'll get going, because I'm kind of hungry. I'm gonna go eat. Building that fire pit really burned my tummy today. George Laszlo. Thank you for the dollars, Laszlo. A fan finds you. Oh, I read that one already. Congrats on 400k. Thanks, Brandon. Do you like Berserk? I read the first volume. Haven't read beyond that, but it looks pretty damn good. Super chats. What I'm doing now. Read my email now, for Pete's sake. Maybe later in the other chats. The emails you send me are very, very long. Thank you again, George. Darian Pittman. Eat banana splits for dinner. I don't like ice cream. Not really. Like, and again, listen. If you're gonna give me, like, here's chocolate with chocolate and peanut butter and chocolate, I'll have a bite or two. But I never just sit around my room eating ice cream. I never do that. I don't like sweets in general, honestly. I like sweets, but I drink tea a lot, so I'm like, I think I get enough sugar from that. I don't want to eat too many sweets, you know, so I'm very careful with that. So, yeah. Dad! Son! Have you read the manga Grand Blue yet? No. Oh, is that all of them? Oh, what would you do Bleach poll, for example, lieutenants? Maybe. Yeah. Maybe we'll do a Bleach poll someday. It would be cool to do another Bleach-related contest or something, because we did One Piece. We did My Hero, too. What's that? I can do a Black Clover contest, maybe. Who knows? Can you do a video on the top 10 anime manga characters? Maybe. Not really. I don't really like to do top 10 videos. I don't really do them. I do the top 10 in terms of, like, I open up a poll, and then you guys vote. But I never sit down and usually make, like, a 10 list. I've only made, like, a handful of those. I already made a video on my favorite Bleach characters. I've already done that. Never done one on One Piece, but I might do one on One Piece. If I was going to do it on any series, it would be One Piece, but I don't know if I'm going to do it. Probably at some point in the future, but don't hold me to that. Choose 2 waifus for each category. Bang, marry, kill. Your options are Makoto, Haruko, Rukia, Robin, Ochako, or Juvia. Okay. 2 waifus for each category. Oh, I see. Okay, I see what it is. Okay. Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna have to kill... Oh, man, this is tough. Alright. I'm marrying Rukia. That's already a foregone conclusion. I'm gonna marry Rukia and Robin, and I'm gonna bang Makoto is 16. You have to keep in mind that, so that's pretty fucking weird playing that game when you're 26. So, yeah. I guess bang Haruko and Juvia and then kill Makoto and Ochako. Because it's less creepy to say you kill them rather than have sex with them. Which I think is a fair assessment. So when you hit 500k, are you going to do best boobs of the real world, right? Damn it, did you figure it out already? Son of a bitch. What do you think of the love child of... Oh, I answered that one. Do you think a current Straw Hat will ever... I answered that one. Carrot. Have you ever watched Yu Yu Hakusho vid plans? Oh yeah, Yu Yu Hakusho is one of my favorite anime. I was gonna do a video on the OVAs. I actually did do a video on the OVAs, but I didn't like it, so I deleted it. But I might make another one. If you could rank your top 5 Monster Musume waifu, who would you pick? Mine would be Sue in adult form. Ooh, so you're into the jelly girl. Cathal would probably be in mine just for boobs alone. Tio, Polt in that order. I like Racnera. You know, I like Mia. Mia's like, you know, she's the first girl and everything like that, but I like her. She's cute. Mia's mother too. So yeah, let's go 2 on that. And Centauria. Let's go with those 5. Have you ever read the Pokemon Adventures manga? No, but I've read the Electric Tale of Pikachu manga. And I think I've answered all. Yeah, like I said, I don't think there were that many more. Yeah, there weren't that many more super chats. And then $2 from William Alfonso. Okay, well, that was a lot of super chats. We got a lot tonight. We got a lot done today. I built a fire pit, I made a video, and I did a 400k live stream. And aside from that one lag in the middle, it wasn't really a lag, it was more of a computer issue rather than an internet issue. Aside from that, everything kind of worked out okay. So I think this is way more of a win than the first stream. We weren't dying every 8 minutes, so that's a good thing. But anyway, thanks for being here, everybody. Tomorrow, I don't know what I'm going to do. Probably a One Piece video. Because I did a One Punch Man one today. Probably going to do... You know what? Yeah, I want to do a One Piece video. I want to talk about Zoro's master. I want to talk about Koshiro. Because Shimosuke, that was Yasue's last name. Shimosuke is the name of the village where Zoro grew up in the East Blue. Yeah. That's pretty weird. So, I think it's time I finally made a video about this, alright? About Kuina and Koshiro and everybody. I've been kind of putting it off because I'm not a huge fan of it, but seems like Oda's kind of pushing us more toward that now, so I think I should start taking this legitimately seriously, you know? Like, the whole Koshiro trained Hyogoro, or maybe Odin or something. He was from, or he maybe visited Wano. Kuina might be present, you know, like a, you know, undercover, you know, faked her death kind of deal. Maybe. So, I think it's time we start taking it more seriously, is what I'm saying. Okay, so it took me a while to get on the bandwagon, but I think I'm going to start getting on the bandwagon. But, yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. You guys have a good night. Samurai 8. I read the first few pages. I'm going to give it another shot. There seemed to be, like, the first few pages of that seemed really busy, like a lot of shit going on. So I'm like, didn't really, I was kind of pressed for time when I tried to read it. Like, I was going to go do something, and I'm like, this is a lot of stuff going on. I'll read this later. So, I haven't really gotten that far into it. It looks cool, though. All right. Have a great one, everybody. Signing out. Thank you, 400K! Onward to 500.